Welcome to Oreburgh Gate, the only podcast where the rocks are gray and the ground is dirty. Let's talk some cat Pokemon. This is the show where we talk about the rocks, hikers, boulders, and ramps in this beautiful cave we love so much. As always, I'm one of your lovely hosts, Warlock, and this is the greatest co-host this side of Mount Coronet, VesperEm.
Hi, I'm Em. Warlock, how do you feel about LaCroix?
LaCroix? I think it's okay. Some of the flavors are a little too not enough for me.
That's super fair.
It's fun. I do like sparkling water. I feel like most of the time I would prefer just a regular sparkling water over a LaCroix, just due to the flavor profile they have.
I feel that.
They're solid.
Well, I guess I feel like sometimes I want to drink without a whole lot of sugar in it. So I'm sipping on a limoncello LaCroix, and it's okay.
That's delightful, honestly. I really do enjoy. I enjoy water. I'm having a nice Mr. Pibb as we speak. It's a little exotic but fun.
Sipping Mr. Pibb in Cabo.
Absolutely, living our best lives.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're here obviously to talk about some cat Pokemon. Could you tell the listeners a little bit about your cat thing? Because that's what we're here to discuss.
It's true. I think actually we're here to potentially talk about the lack of cat Pokemon, as it were.
There are no cat Pokemon?
They should make a cat Pokemon, famously, as a wise philosopher once said. I feel that there aren't any cats that really resonate with me. As a cat lover, this feels like a problem in Pokemon. They have so many dog Pokemon, and they're all normal. We don't have very many normal cats.
It's true. And I guess, so as far as your criteria goes, I guess I feel like I can think of some cats that are pretty normal. So, what are your disqualifying criteria? Oh my gosh, what are your disqualifying criteria for a Pokemon, say... How do you feel about Litten, I guess, to just skip ahead to Gen 7 for no reason?
It's true. So, Litten is delightful. I love Litten. However, it makes a wrong turn halfway through. Torracat's okay. And then Incineroar, it stops being a normal cat. I would like a normal cat that is normal for its entire lifetime, without the intervention of an Everstone.
From cradle to grave, so to speak.
Yeah, from womb to the tomb, as it were.
from egg to Lavender Town.
Yes. Egg to the Memorial Tower.
Sorry.
Yes, it's so strange. There are so many dog Pokemon. One might even say they should stop making dog Pokemon.
I don't know if I agree. I think they should make a dog Pokemon.
Maybe they should make a dog Pokemon.
They should make at least one.
But at the very least, I would like a cat Pokemon. But let's get to my favorite part of the podcast, where my delightful co-host here asks what we've been up to lately.
Yeah, I guess. Are we allowed to talk about non-Pokemon stuff in this segment? I forgot what we said last time.
I mean, I guess. It's not in the spirit of things, but if you must.
Okay, well, so I guess I have one that'll loop back around to being about Pokemon. I'm not sure when this is going to come out. Probably sometime a serious month, like November. But I've been into Slay the Spire a lot recently, with Slay the Spire 2 coming out, which I have not bought that yet because I'm not trying to spend $25 when I have so many games I could play.
Understandable.
But I think it's a really great game. I've been playing the first Slay the Spire mainly on my phone, but I just picked it up on Steam, and one of the things that I was interested in why I picked it up on Steam is the mod support is really good. And actually, some people have made some Pokemon mods for Spire, and I tried out a couple. my favorite one, I believe, was called Pokemon Regions, and it had this like mechanic where obviously like you choose like from starters, but then every combat from there on out is like a Pokemon that you can like catch. Kind of very similar to in the game, where if you lower it to like critical HP or whatever, you get a chance of catching it. And in this mod, I think it's 100% just, I feel like as a like just like a frustration preventer, just because it would be really annoying to be like missing your Pokeball and then dying to the 26 attack damage
yeah,
the scythe move.
I can see that being an issue.
So I don't know. Well, the way the Pokemon work is basically you have them stacked on top of your like regular decks in Slay the Spire. So I just played a run with Ironclad, and it was like all the stuff, the famous stuff about Ironclad, if you know. You're applying vulnerables, you're applying, you know, side effects, status effects, things of that nature, and then you have your Pokemon on the side, and you can have them do something like at the end of your turn. So like I think, who did I choose? I chose Chikorita, and she could like do for 0 stamina, she could like generate a 0 attack, a 0 energy attack card for your next turn.
That seems pretty cool. Seems pretty good.
So I don't know. I was enjoying it, but like, I guess I felt like I want a Pokemon game with like really like nuanced turn-based battle mechanics. Like I like default Pokemon. I love Showdown. I love all that stuff. I love the ZA system even, but I would really love like an energy-based, maybe magic inspired. I guess the TCG is right here, but I don't know. I would love a Pokemon deck builder. I think that would be really awesome. So that's kind of honestly what I've been playing. What about you, Warlock?
A new Pokemon TCG game would go crazy.
I know. Maybe one that can like fit in your pocket.
Oh, maybe. But just in the style of the old Game Boy game, that would go crazy. I think it would help scratch that itch. But I've lately I've been playing through Marathon, the new Bungie extraction shooter. Been really enjoying it. It's been super fun. It's been a little bit out of my comfort zone and learning a new game, but you know, it's been a blast. But back on the Pokemon topic, you know, despite you know, our previous misgivings about Caprio and how he has been canceled, he did get me started on playing Pokemon Diamond again. I've really been enjoying that, just taking my time, little by little, moving on. Spent all last night trying to catch all the unknown in Salation Ruins, so it's been a really delightful time, just diving back into Sinnoh, you know, our home region, and you know, started using Pokemon Ranch as well. It's been incredible. I've never used Ranch before, and it's honestly, it's a beautiful little game, a beautiful little app, and it's really enhancing the play experience, no doubt.
Yeah, I was seeing you can get some pretty crazy Pokemon through Ranch, right?
I think so. I haven't gotten anything too interesting, but I believe that the little ranchler that comes with the game, she'll give you like Pokemon to catch and stuff, and as you catch the Pokemon she asks for, she'll trade you some, and I think that she can trade you an Arcanine and a Quilava, and that's crazy. I'm really excited for that day. That day has not come yet. I don't know if that day ever will come. I don't want to spoil it for myself, but yeah, no, it's just been really cool watching my Pokemon interact. You know, this morning I booted it up and threw more Unknown in the ranch and got to watch. I had a Zubat flying around, and then Arceus climbed on its head and flew around in the sky above it, and I was tickled pink, to be quite frank.
Wow.
It was a grand time.
Wow. What a menagerie. Is that how you say that word?
Yeah, I believe so.
Something of a Dr. Dolittle effect going on there. That sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the Pokemon interact and just play. I wish that, you know, electricity was free, because I would just have it running all the time just to see what's going on. but alas, it is not.
Yeah, well, maybe you should get a Sphinx. But I think you should get a Sphinx. Holy, can I not talk anymore? They've banned me. I'm not gonna make my Shinx joke anymore.
No, it's okay. You can.
I've been smited. No, it's the moment is past.
No, you're smitten.
Well, I guess I have to ask, like, which Gen 4 game are you playing?
So I'm playing Diamond right now.
Okay.
Because I wanted to play the same game as our once friend, the Lantern, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll continue. We'll see.
I don't know. I think he wrote a really good apology post for his misdeeds the other day, and I don't know. I'm not going to force you to come around on this, but
he did.
I think one day he'll make up for his sins.
You know what? You're right. I should be the bigger person. I should let it go.
Yeah, I think so too.
And we'll, an olive branch, as it were.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should happen. Arboliva, the classic.
Well, I was also going to ask, do you have any cat Pokemon on your Sinnoh team?
Oh, on my Sinnoh team right now? Not yet. No.
Not yet.
I think that the closest thing would be Stunky. I know that you're not huge on Stunky being a cat, but I think that they're close at the very least.
I'm gonna hold my tongue for the time being. I'm gonna maybe I'm gonna put a clothespin on my nose and not smell the stink coming off of that statement from the skunk. The skunk, by the way.
The skunk.
It's a skunk.
It's a skunk.
But I guess I shouldn't. I don't really have the high horse here. We're gonna get into some really controversial takes.
It's true. It's true.
Hopefully our beloved listeners won't string me by the rafters for.
Well, they've made it 21 episodes now. I think that we probably have a little bit of leeway with them. Our 21st episode, people are typically at least a little forgiving. I don't know if anyone's going to tune in for the first time on this one, but if they do, hopefully they have an open mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So why don't we get into it? Why don't we start at the very beginning with the first cat Pokemon?
It's true. Number one in the cat decks, actually. Yeah. Which, honestly, I think might be our most controversial one, just because of how much there is.
There's a lot to talk about with this particular Pokemon, it's true.
So much to talk about. It's Meowth. The classic guy, the almost main character of the anime. Depending.
I think he's pretty far off from being the main character. I don't think it's almost.
Well, I tune in for Jesse and James, and he's next. I mean, I guess maybe you could argue Wobbuffet is a little more important, but he is the balloon.
That is true. Yeah, I think wouldn't have anything to blast off in, I guess, if not for Meowth. And
it's true.
That's the famous tagline for the Pokemon show. Mm-hmm. We're blasting off again.
Pokemon, we're blasting off again. Nothing else. Nothing else.
So the Meowth thing, the Meowth scandal. Let's start with just Gen 1 Meowth, although we'll have a lot to talk about. I guess, and this happens so often for me, my head just goes to Alola. Meowth is like one of your mom's, it is your mom's Pokemon, only Pokemon in that game.
The only one.
And, I don't know, he's kind of mean. Like, I believe, I'm pretty sure this is your mom's bed, but if you try to lay down in your mom's bed, then, like, Meowth will come attack you and, like, scratch the heck out of you.
And that's not very kind.
I don't think so. I wouldn't like if that were done to me in real life. Yeah, if you get Meowth scratched in the game, you get Meowth scratched for real.
It's you scratched in the game, scratched in real life, famously.
It's true. But so, I guess I see your point about, like, Meowth is very much not, like, a regular cat. Like, its head is so strange and weird, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it already starts off on the wrong feet. Only 2 of them. The other 2, not feet, hands now. Why? And then, I don't dislike the little coin on his head. It is kind of cute, but just nothing about this is cat shaped other than the ears, I fear. We got whiskers that are fleshy, and the whole situation. His arms are so long. He's very round. I don't know. Like, if you told me that this was not a cat Pokemon, I'd believe you.
Well, I guess like you'd have to kind of sell me on what else could it be. Like, if not a cat.
Yeah, I'd really have to think about it, but like, it's almost teddy bear-esque with like a long tail.
That's an interesting point.
It's not quite there, right? It's somewhere between cat and teddy bear. Your normal cat, the normal cat is like this. Its paws are on the ground, all 4 of them. Its body is long, and it's almost horse-shaped, I guess. I don't know what to call that. Horse-shaped. How it's long with the neck that goes up and over so that it can drink water out of the bowl easily. But this is, if you were to put this behind a piece of paper and illuminate it, who's that Pokemon style, and you said, what kind of animal is this? I don't think cat's the first thing that comes to mind if you know nothing about Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess, and we'll get this later, it kind of almost has like a very similar silhouette to like a Gligar.
Almost, yeah. Just a little bit.
I guess mainly in the face. Does
it's got
have whiskers, or is that totally a figment of my imagination?
No, I believe it to be a figment.
Okay.
Famously, love Gligar. One of my favorite little guys.
Yeah, my favorite cat Pokemon.
A favorite cat Pokemon. But no, looking at him, he's got his tongue out. No whiskers. He's got the pointy ears and fangs. He might be almost a little bit more of a cat than Meowth, just in silhouette. Even with the wings, I fear. He's still not quite cat, I don't think.
Yeah.
But he's
you can
closer.
Sometimes you're a bat and a cat.
Well, what is a bat but a cat with wings?
Yeah,
famously,
and absolutely, we will talk about this.
Oh, definitely.
I guess I feel my mind being drawn to Meowth's evolution, Persian, which is when things go totally off the rails.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
See, the thing is, Persian has the silhouette, right? It's cat shaped. This is a cat shaped Pokemon, unlike Meowth. But it's got more of like the leopard cougar, like big cat thing going on. Like, this is not
Absolutely.
This isn't a cat you let in your house. This is a cat that you see while camping and you're a little nervous.
It's true. And I guess like it kind of speaks very much to the nature of this creature that like the only person I think who owns this Pokemon in the anime is Giovanni, and
it's true.
It's like specifically speaks to how unhinged he is that he just has a Persian as a house cat, right?
I don't know that I would call the boss of the main characters unhinged, but he's definitely daring. I think it shows he's strong, very strong-willed.
Very much so. Yeah,
and capable. That's what I would use for Giovanni. Capable.
Yeah, he's wrangled this cat.
He's wrangled
this wild mountain cat.
Absolutely, and he's using it as a house cat because he's so strong,
yeah,
and impressive. But like, could you imagine, like, you go over to your grandma's house and like a Persian rounds the corner, you'd be alarmed. Like, your grandma's in danger.
Very much so.
Like, this is not...
I guess if I picture, like, a celebrity owning a Persian, it's kind of like a Rick Ross character where they're just doing things that are maybe slightly outside the ordinary.
See, yeah, my first celebrity would have been Riff Raff, you know, Jody High Roller. He seems like a Persian owner to me.
Yeah.
And
no, totally.
That's not the kind of person that just buys a cat, you know?
No.
Let's see here. How tall is this thing? How tall is a Persian? Because it feels incredibly large, but just looking at the Pokédex, you don't have too much context.
Well, I guess while you find out how tall this thing is, I guess I have a little bit of a gripe with how shiny Persian's coat of fur is. Like, and this is kind of like maybe just a general thing with Pokemon, I can't really buy that is fur. Like, it looks like so glossy.
It's true.
Almost a little bit unnerving to me. Like, that is a flesh suit.
Yeah.
Or something. Well, I don't know.
And this harkens back to its predecessor Meowth, where the whiskers are flesh colored. It doesn't look like a fuzzy thing. This is
oh my god.
This is like a Sphinx cat were it a cat. And also Persian, 3 feet tall.
Damn. That's a whole dog.
Yeah, no. 3 foot 3 inches, 1 meter, Persian.
God, Giovanni. This is like, wow. He's that guy.
Truly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just
no.
That actually really like makes that image so much funnier.
It really does. But I guess, like, I never really thought about it. Looking at him and these pictures, this cat goes up to his waist. Giovanni's an easy 6 foot tall, and this cat is half of his height.
Wow.
And that's alarming, I think.
I think it is.
Like, we got off on the wrong foot with cats from the get-go. And I feel they had 2 more chances to make it right? I know you love Alola. You're Gen 7. Gen 7's great. I do truly adore it, but I fear that they didn't redeem themselves with the Meowth situation. The Meowth situation's crazy.
I mean, I think for Alola and Meowth especially, it's just kind of one of those regionals where I'm like, well, he didn't do anything but step back, I guess, is kind of the vibe I'm getting from Alola and Meowth. Like, very similar, like, head shape, the same, like, detailing. Like, there are very few differences besides the color and this thing's smug grin and, like, weird pose. I'm like, are you auditioning for, like, the YMCA music video? What's going on here?
I like the smug face, and famously, Dark type are my favorite Pokemon, and I think that's what started this all, is that there's, like, if there was a Dark type cat, it would be my favorite Pokemon if they could just keep it normal the whole time. We've got a delightful representation of a Dark type dog in Houndoom, just such a beautiful Pokemon, yet Alolan Persian is an orb.
And I really was thinking about this thing, like, the way it's standing in all of the official art really disturbs me. It's like almost, like, completely dead on with the thing. Like, I have no clue, like, the actual proportions of it, so I feel like that unnerves me a little bit.
Yeah.
Of, like, I can't even tell what this thing actually looks like from all the official art.
No.
And that just makes all the oddities in the design, like, even weirder.
Right. If I were to try and picture Alolan Persian in my mind, I couldn't rotate it because I don't know what it looks like from all angles. It's just, it's a problematic decision. The ears barely look like ears. On this head, they read more like crests, kind of like Machoke. I feel. I don't know. I've never seen ears that look like this in the wild. They really went for something. I like the mouth. The mouth is good, but I don't know. I'm truly not sure what they thought they were cooking, and perhaps they left us behind.
I think they have. And I guess, like, maybe the insane thought that I'm having is that, like, I don't know if you've watched part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but
not yet. I do want to, but I'm not there yet.
So in the part, there's this fellow called Whitesnake, and he, like, extracts memories from people's heads with, like, CDs, and, like, there's this, like, image of the CD, like, being half in and half out of the character's heads when it gets pulled out, and it's very, like, that is what Alolan Persian's ears look like.
Absolutely, it looks like, or like the Cinnabite from Hellraiser with the with the discs. Yeah, no, absolutely, you're dead on with that, and that's
it's.
I fear I want a normal cat. I want a Bingus. I don't want this.
No, it's disappointing, and we're still not done talking about Meowth, because we have Galar to talk about, and in Galar we actually got quite a few Meowth-shaped guys.
It's true.
I would love to talk about the Gigantamax form off the top.
Absolutely.
Because I guess I'm just so in love with, like, just the idea that, like, it's an unevolved Pokemon, but it gets a special form is, like, a really cool
I think that is really awesome.
And and especially, like, maybe light spoilers for ZA, but they do this a couple times, where there is an unevolved Pokemon that gets to Mega Evolve, and I think that's really cool, where it's like, you don't have to be, like, a fully evolved Pokemon to reach the pinnacle of your, like, power, I guess.
Right. It helps, I think, cement that all Pokemon are good and valid.
Absolutely.
No matter where they are in the evolutionary stage.
Yeah, 100%. And I think for Gmax Meowth, like, I guess the height of this thing's power is being just a long ass cat.
Yeah.
And that's like exactly what I needed in my life. I like what they do to its crest a lot.
Yes.
Like, I don't know Japanese, but it looks really cool.
No, the kanji on it are beautiful. I love it with the calligraphy going on there. You know, the lengthening of Meowth makes it so that I feel like, I mean, you obviously know what they're evoking with the design, the long cat, but it makes me feel like if this thing were on all fours, it would have a more cat-like silhouette. This might be
so true.
The closest we've gotten so far to a normal cat. We're 5 cats deep now. And even then, this is a special, one-time only, enormous cat.
Yeah, it's a big cat. And I really love big cats.
It's true.
I guess I worry. It's almost like, I don't know, reminding me of Jake the dog from Adventure Time, where it's just like this very stretchy... And Jake is a dog, even though his name is Jake the dog.
It's true. Kicks the cat.
He's actually a cat. Yeah, that's true. So I think this is like a really strong start to, like, I know Gen 1 or nostalgia baiting discourse, but, like, I think this unequivocally rocks.
It does.
And it's really tough.
No, genuinely tough, honestly. It's hard for me to really resonate with a Pokemon that's only around for a few minutes at a time. I would like a normal cat that is normal all times of the day. If it's following me on my adventure, I want it to look like a cat rather than having to wait until I'm in battle and making it get big, as it were.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't help that it's relegated to literally 2 out of the games in Pokemon.
It's true.
You can if you want to use this Pokemon, you have to go to Turf Island.
Yep. It's honestly,
which is just awful.
Yes. and it's really sad.
Soon to be included in Champions, though, presumably, which is nice.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. That is delightful.
Yeah, I do believe that Champions will have at least Dynamax, I believe, was showcased in the trailer, along with all the other generational gimmicks. So, Gigantamax Meowth fans, myself included, let's keep our fingers crossed on that one.
Absolutely. That's honestly big news. A crossover of gimmicks across generations. That'll be fun.
It's pretty awesome. What is this, Napdex?
True.
Now, I'm gonna pass this next segment off to you because I know that you have some feelings about this next cat.
It's true. I genuinely, Galarian Meowth, it's not a cat. It's completely lost the plot. Nothing. It barely even resembles Meowth, other than the head shape. I've never seen a cat this is closer to a pine cone. Honestly, looking at it, I like the goblin-esque motif going on, but to tell me this is a cat, you're lying to my face. Cats don't have horns. They don't have this, even the most fluffy, fuzzy cat doesn't have this beard-like body. I don't know. It's nothing about this strikes cat. This could have been a new Pokemon, a la Toedscruel or Wugtrio. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't buy that this is a regional variant of Meowth as it sits, and it gets even worse when it evolves. Perrserker is not a cat. This is
full stop.
Yeah, full stop. Nothing about this is cat. It's a cool Pokemon, but it's not a cat. We've got this beard. It's wearing a helmet almost. It loses the cat-like eyes. It's wearing these little wrist cuffs and things. It's just nothing about this is cat. I don't know why they would make this a regional variant of Meowth. It doesn't even have cat-like teeth. It instead has fangs. Not fangs. It has shark teeth. It doesn't have fangs.
Shark teeth is the perfect way to describe those things. Yes. Those chompers.
True chompers. But no, I'm not sure what they were doing here. I'm not sold.
Yeah, I guess it's I don't know. This is the sleep paralysis version of Meowth. This is what you see. This is what Jesse and James see in their nightmares.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know. This would chase you around and you'd have a bad day.
100%.
Yeah, I don't want to sit with this on my lap petting it. I don't want to give it a treat. I don't want to squish its face. Whereas these are things I'm looking for in a cat. And
yeah. No, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's really disappointing, honestly. Out the gate, Perrserker is just, I feel like they just wanted the pun.
That's such a good point. Yeah. But I think we've sacrificed a little bit to kind of introduce. And I think they realized that this was a step in the wrong direction because they immediately chose to not make another regional form of Meowth in the next game.
It's true.
They did it in Gen 7, they did it in Gen 8, and then Gen 9 they were like, okay, we've done too much.
It's true.
We've done way too much. Especially giving Meowth a regional and Gigantamax in the same
gen for a different Meowth.
They've used their allotment for sure.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Well, genuinely is, as some may say.
Some are saying.
But yeah, I don't know.
That's the vernacular they're using.
You're right. He doesn't have that Genesect Qua. It's Perrserker's not it. It's not tough.
No. Stop trying to make Perrserker happen.
It's not gonna happen. I respect any Perrserker lovers, truly. It's a cool Pokemon design.
I do not. Absolutely do not.
Oh no,
But it's only because no one's gonna respect me by the time this episode is done.
I don't know about that. I think
okay.
I'll still respect you, at the very least.
Thank you, co-host. You're amazing.
Not as amazing as you. You're the best co-host anyone could ask for.
Well, but what if your co-host was Lillipup?
Ooh, Lillipup is little and brown. Honestly,
it's true.
That would be good. It would be good, but I don't know. I don't think a dog Pokemon's the right person to have talking about cat Pokemon.
I don't know. Honestly, dogs, they know a lot about cats.
They do, but I fear that they might be a little prejudiced. I think Lillipup would get canceled on this episode.
Yeah, well, we know a thing or two about that.
We do.
But I think that about wraps up our coverage of Meowth. I'd like to move on to the next cat Pokemon, and I don't know, I feel like this one might be the biggest stretch, at least for the next couple of gens. Actually, that's not true. We have some really heinous picks in here, but let's talk about Abra. So, yeah. I don't know what about Abra. I think something about its face shape just really seems kind of feline to me.
It does.
It's also it's kind of I've seen cats stretch out in a very similar way to Abra.
Yeah.
But I guess the core thematic similarity is that it runs away by teleporting, which famously cats do that also.
Always. I can't get my cat to stop teleporting.
Right.
But no, I love Abra's really good. Abra itself, I feel like it's almost like a cat, but then it has this exoskeletal structure going on, so it's like a cat bug, maybe.
Ooh, that's a really interesting take. Yeah.
But it's
God, I would love a cat bug.
A cat bug would go crazy.
So hard. Yeah.
So tough. But
that's Low Klefki, the best idea we've had.
Low Klefki. Honestly, you might be right, but as Abra evolves, I feel that it becomes clear that maybe cat wasn't what they were going for. Kadabra.
No.
Kadabra has the big poofy cat tail going on, but it still has a carapace. I like the star on the forehead. The mustache is really cool, but I fear that it reveals that maybe I'm misguided in thinking Abra's a cat, especially by the time we get to Alakazam.
God. But I think that I'm so unable to separate Alakazam from its appearance in Red Rescue Team.
Yeah.
That it's that's just a cool guy. That's just a really tough guy who is gonna go help you and your friends, even if he doesn't know you.
Absolutely.
So at this point, I'm I don't think I've known a single cat that's like that. So I'm really just...
Yeah, I fear that...
But there are,
he's just not scratching the cat itch.
Yeah, no.
It's just it's not quite there. I think anyone that would posit that it's a cat, okay, but it's still not a normal cat, right?
No, it's not fitting the cat to your cateria.
No, not quite. Abra's close, but I don't know. My cats, I like them fuzzy, not exoskeletal.
Yeah, he does look like a bug. I never thought about it that way, though. Yeah. That's really tough.
I remember as a child, I thought that Kadabra was almost bee-like. His tail reminding me of. I don't know bug parts. Forgive me, but the part of the bee with
thorax.
The stinger.
It's a thorax. I think.
Is that the thorax? I'm gonna trust you.
I believe so.
I'm gonna trust you. You'd never lead me astray.
You have to. I'm the bee expert.
True. It's true. My Vespiquen is named after you in the Diamond Save. So
it
is.
Oh my god, that's so kind.
Well, it just it seemed to make sense. Vespiquen, VesperEm. It wasn't much of a stretch.
That is true. Yeah, that is, 100%. But yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say about this little homunculus Abra.
Yeah.
And I guess I think I have to take this one. This is kind of my like my most evil take of the episode. Probably
I honestly
asterisk.
I disagree because I think I'm on the same page as you on this one. I think that there are other
can we say it? Can we say it on the count of 3?
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Zubat and Golbat are cats.
Absolutely. There's no question about it.
No, absolutely not.
I look at Zubat and it brings me joy. It's so cute. Pull up an image of that. Pull up an image of this guy. If you're driving your car right now, pull out your phone, just Google Zubat and look at it. It's got the cat ears. It has little fangs. It looks so cuddly. Like,
God, I would love a Zubat.
Honestly, I want to hug it. I fear might be the closest thing to a regular cat we have in Gen 1. As insane as that take may be. I don't know. Like, this thing just brings me joy. I know that that's going to be a controversial take too. I know a lot of people dread seeing a Zubat. I catch every Zubat I see. My ranch is drowning in Zubats. Look at this little guy. He's so cute. I'm here. I'm in the gate. As we are, we're in Oreburgh Gate, and we're surrounded. We're surrounded by cats, surrounded by cuties.
Yeah. Wow. I really couldn't have said it better myself. And as we move on to Golbat, a cat to me is like a maw.
Yes.
You know, just like, yeah.
Yes.
Like literally, I don't even want to say anything more. To say more would be to it would be to over-explain poetry. I think Zubat and Golbat are cats.
I think so. I just look at the ears, look at the teeth, look at the eyes on Golbat. If you've had a cat, you know that they are almost 90% mouth, and they are using it at all times.
Yeah.
Whether to eat or to yell. This is a cat. I fear this is a cat.
Yeah, no, it 100% is. I would like to live in this universe where like cats overrun caves. Like,
oh, genuinely.
I would love to like climb into a cave and be surrounded by cats. I think that would be really awesome.
It's true. You'd be surrounded by beauty, genuinely, if this were to happen to you.
And I guess, yeah, wow. I do want your opinion though. Like, how are we feeling about Crobat? Because I'm actually not at all sold on Crobat being a cat.
Crobat goes back to being a bat. Absolutely.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
I think they course correct in Gen 2. My beloved Johto is perfect. And in that they go, never mind. We should make a bat Pokemon.
We should make a bat
Pokemon. And by God, did they. It is a great bat Pokemon.
It's maybe a top 5 Pokemon design for me. Like, I really love Crobat. Every time I like play a game with Golbat or Zubat catchable, I have to really like resist the urge to not do the thing where I have the same team every time.
Absolutely. Same here. And I actually found out something incredibly cool recently. Crobat gets its own fly animation in Gen 2.
Does it?
Yeah. When you go to fly on the overworld, a little bat picks you up and drops you off. As far as I know, it's the only Pokemon that has its own fly animation like that. It's honestly incredible. Just a beautiful thing, a reward for treating your Golbat with such kindness that it evolves.
Wow, take a silver medal.
Oh,
that's awesome. So, but yeah, not a cat though.
Not a cat.
I think
no.
just like fully.
No.
So,
and I think that should stop people from getting upset at the take. Honestly, I think that clearly we are still hinged. We're down to earth.
Yeah, we have eyes,
It's
unlike
true.
Zubat.
Unlike Zubat, we can be reasoned with.
Sorry, I guess I should be saying Zucat.
Zucat. Oh.
Zucat and Golcat.
You're absolutely right, honestly.
Final evolution, Crobat.
Crobat. Genuinely. Just a beautiful situation in
I love
those
them.
Pokemon. But do you want to take the next one as well, I think?
Oh my gosh. I do feel really strongly about this next one. And not to skip to the end of the Pokedex unnecessarily, but like I think Mew and Mewtwo are just like such an interesting case in like what is even going on in Gen 1? Like
right.
Why do they make a progenitor Pokemon? Like there are so many just like regular bugs and like household objects floating around in Gen 1, and then they're like, this Pokemon predates every single Pokemon, and also it's the common genetic ancestor.
Right.
Like, what?
Insane. And, I mean, look at its name. It's Mew. I think that...
That's a cat.
Perhaps you could argue all Pokemon are cats in this instance, but I think that might be a bridge too far.
I don't know. I do love bridges, and I do love cats.
Famously. Big, what's that? Duraludon? Is Duraludon the bridge Pokemon?
I believe Archaludon is the bridge, and then Duraludon is the skyscraper fellow.
You're right. Absolutely.
But
Archaludon.
I also think it's really interesting that they made this, like, common ancestor for all Pokemon a cat.
Right.
Like, I guess, like, my brain is like, well, as far as Pokemon goes, I feel like the progenitor would be like a bug, just like based on like if you know, you know. But a bug makes sense. Like the whole game is based on bug catching.
A bug does make sense.
So I feel like my first thought would be bug, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like a fish also would kind of make sense in that same direction.
A fish is definitely my first thought as well. There's so much water. There's so many fish.
There are so many fish.
An incredible amount of fish. We're blessed with fish, honestly. And you'd think that, perhaps the progenitor Pokemon wouldn't be the number one predator of fish, the cat.
It's very true. It's very true.
It's, or even, I don't know, perhaps some sort of goop, like a Ditto. Maybe Ditto would be a good progenitor Pokemon, I think, but...
Well, like, so Mew and Ditto are the only ones that get transform in Gen 1, right?
That is true. I feel like I remember something. Ditto might be a failed attempt at cloning Mew as well, if I'm not mistaken. I might just be chatting nonsense, but
as we are known to do on the Oreburgh Gate podcast.
Let's see here.
But I don't know. Like maybe Mew is just goop that has shaped itself to look like a cat because it loves cats.
Honestly, if I were goop that could look like anything, I think I'd pick a cat. I think I would. It's just
no, and I totally get that.
They're beautiful. They're so cuddly and cute. Perhaps this is just a fan theory about Ditto and Mew. Maybe I've been drinking the Kool-Aid too much, spending too much time on YouTube, just taking things as facts. But I think that's a good point. Yeah, but
I guess Mewtwo kind of ties into this. I feel like I don't have much to say about Mewtwo. I really don't like. It is just Mew. I guess it is like if a cat took steroids. I guess.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely just a cat that is. It's a cat gone wrong. It's the Cronenberg cat. It's got a lot in common with Abra, actually, I feel. With the shoulder pads, too.
That's very true.
You know? Maybe I'm reaching there, but... You know,
No, it's like, what if Abra was buff?
What if Abra was buff? Instead of being a nerd learning to bend spoons, what if Abra hit the gym?
Yeah, I also think that, like, I don't know, maybe Mew and Mewtwo are, like, kind of like a prototypical, like, sibling cat dynamic.
Yeah.
I know it's not really... Well, it is, I guess it would be sibling, because it's like a genetic clone, right?
Right.
Like, my cats were sisters growing up, and they do behave very similarly to to the things that were occurring in the first Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
There were cat fights of that nature.
Absolutely. I do think that they really, in that incredible cinematic masterpiece, might be one of the greatest films of all time. I think they do capture the cat dichotomy there very well.
It does have cats in it. That is, like, pretty good makings of a movie.
It's true. I mean, I don't think I've ever had cinema touch me the way the ending of that film did. It really speaks to your heart. And then, I mean, Mewtwo also has the two mega forms, and they're both very feline.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good cat. But I don't know. I feel like maybe we'll have a little more to say about Mewtwo in the section, in its own section, as it were. I think that it's more famous for something other than being in Kanto.
But can we get into Eevee? Because I really want to talk Eevee.
I want to talk Eevee too. I think Eevee is just a delightful Pokemon. And it presents an interesting problem, right? Is Eevee a cat, right? I like the way it holds its juice, so I think that might make it a cat. I think that is very cute. Cats are very cute. It has fur and ears. I don't know. What say you? What say you on is Eevee a cat?
I guess, like, I feel a little bit sad, like, having the opinion that I do on this one, because I think this could fix a lot of the problems that you have with cats. Like, it is a very regular cat, and all of its evolutions are, like, very regular cats.
Yeah. It has the silhouette,
but
for sure.
I just don't know that I can see this as a cat. I really do think that it's, like, kind of this, like, platonic midpoint between cat and dog. Like, I think specifically for just Eevee, it is very clearly like a very non-binary on the dog-cat binary, which is the only one that matters. It's very non-binary.
It's absolutely non-binary on the dog-cat spectrum. I just like that beautiful mane on its neck. Really reminds me of, I don't know, just the fuzzier cats that you'll encounter in your lifetime if you're blessed. You're blessed to do so. But
it's true.
No, I think you are right. It's honestly, if we were to take it and make it a trinary, it's like dead middle of dog, cat, fox on the spectrum.
Ooh, fox.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually super fair. Yeah.
It's really doing a lot for everyone. I think that this is a Pokemon for everyone. And somehow they managed to not make it a Pokemon for no one when doing that. This is a delightful little guy.
What a beautiful thing. I love that you just said that. That's very true.
Like, I don't know. It's and last year actually was the year of Eevee. So
was it?
Yeah, according to the Pokemon company, the year of Eevee was last year, and I think it got a lot of the spotlight. I think that perhaps some people are a little done with how much Eevee has been around with the TCG things going on, but I'll never get tired of that little beast. I'll look at Eevee every day.
I think that's super fair. I think it's really hard for me to pick up an Eevee, and when I'm playing through a game, I just feel like it's so... I don't know. I feel like a little bit of a stereotype, especially if I'm picking up like a Sylveon or an Espeon, which I love, both of them, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know, like, to like, I don't know, I don't want to hate on gift Pokemon, but sometimes I feel that they're like, if I go to Bill and I request an Eevee, or actually, sorry, that's in Celadon City, that's not Bill. If I go to Celadon City and I go to the 3rd floor or 4th floor or whatever, and I'm like, please can you give me an Eevee? I guess I feel a little like, I don't know, like, you know the meme where it's like the million, like, Buzz Lightyear boxes?
Yeah, yes.
And it's like, I feel a little bit like that. I don't know. And I don't feel this way about starter Pokemon, but I do feel this way specifically about, like, the gift Eevee, or, like, the trade Halucha in Sun, or I could not pick up that dang Heracross in ZA.
Nope.
I just
nope.
I'm a hipster in that regard, and just
I fear I am as well, and I think that's my biggest misgiving with Eevee. You know, it's very much the Squidward daring today, aren't we? Like, I love Eevee, and as you know, an edgelord from cradle to grave, Umbreon is beautiful. I love Umbreon so much, and it takes every fiber of my being to not have an Umbreon on every single team that I play these games with.
No, that's so valid.
But it's a stereotype, you know, and Bill does give you an Eevee in the best Pokemon game there is.
Oh my god, am I quoting from Let's Go without even... am I doing that without even knowing?
I haven't played Let's Go, admittedly, but I assume that Professor Oak gives you your Eevee in that one. No?
Oh, that is true. Yeah. What are we talking about then? What is the best Pokemon game, if not Let's Go?
It's Gold, Silver, and Crystal. You know, the Johto situation. It's crazy because of how much fun it is.
It is true. See our sister podcast, Petalburg Woods, for more details on the Johto situation.
Honestly.
Always be plugging.
Always be plugging, honestly. Truly a sister podcast now that Caprio has started a binder.
So, okay, let's go rapid fire. Dog or cat?
All right.
For the evolutions.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask, you're gonna answer.
You got Jolteon. Jolteon? I believe Jolteon is probably Jolteon's dog.
Jolteon's dog. Flareon.
Flareon's cat. Absolutely cat.
Yep. How do you feel about Vaporeon?
Vaporeon, it rides the line. I do think cat. I would respect dog, but I think that it's, you know, it's fluid, as it were, and it's between the two.
Oh, that's so true.
It's between the two. I could see it doing pushy paws. I could see it bringing me a stick. I think that Vaporeon is a pretty good Pokemon.
Absolutely. Umbreon, I think I know what your answer is for this one.
Umbreon's cat.
Yep. How do you feel? Espeon, I think, is like pretty obviously cat.
Yeah,
Espeon's
like absolutely cat in every way.
Its tail really goes a long way. I think I'm looking at the tails to make these decisions.
Tails are huge.
Yeah, tails are huge. But in Espeon's case, they're quite small. But there's two. Leafeon.
I think that's a dog. I think Leafeon's a dog.
That's a dog.
Yeah.
Glaceon,
that's a cat. Absolutely.
And finally, Sylveon.
Sylveon's a cat.
Sylveon's a cat.
Sylveon's
yeah,
a cat.
I think that about covers it.
Sylveon's it's beautiful. I think like Vaporeon, it's a little between, but I think it's more cat than it is dog.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool how Eevee's just like this very, like, as far as the dog cat binary goes, very gender fluid.
Absolutely.
And like, depending on the day, or in some cases the time of day, it can be a dog or a cat.
Genuinely an icon, honestly.
Absolutely. just want to very quickly talk about the Insurgents Eevee. If you've played Pokemon Insurgents, it's a fan game, which I won't get into, but Eevee actually gets a Mega in this game, and I think that's really cool to, like, kind of talk regarding earlier, like, the Gigantamax Meowth, like, giving unevolved Pokemon
it is
cool
super
forms.
Cool. We do have Gigantamax Eevee as well, too.
We do actually. Oh my gosh.
Very fluffy.
Oh my gosh, we totally forgot. I think that's like fully a dog, though.
Yeah, no, it's very dog. It goes
it's
full
very,
dog.
Very dog. Yeah. Yeah. I guess the bigger you get, the more dog you are in general. Even though this doesn't apply to Meowth.
Well,
but anyways,
yes.
Insurgent Eevee is really cool. It like transforms into the different evolutions depending on like what type move you use.
Oh, like in
the manga?
It also
has a really cute design with like some beads. Yeah, like in Adventures. I love. Oh my gosh, Red's Eevee.
Red's Eevee's very cool.
What an icon.
I'm only like 4 volumes in, so I'm still learning. But gosh, is this manga great? I grew up with the Electric Tail of Pikachu. I shortly after the Eevee actually.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Yay!
Yeah, no,
That's so tough.
It truly it is. It's beautiful. Honestly, I wish I had known about it as a kid. I would have loved this. I had the Electric Tail of Pikachu, and I didn't know there was another one until fairly recently.
Well, I believe there's actually a few because I remember reading something for Gold, Silver, Crystal back in the day. Yeah. That was not Adventures, and I don't think it was Electric Tales of Pikachu. So there were quite a few of these series. Maybe that'll be a future episode, is going into all these.
Oh, true. All of the literature.
Different series. And that'll be episode 22.
Yeah, I like that idea. Teasing, teasing for the future.
But Eevee, I really, just to wrap this up, I really cannot buy that it's a cat. I get that it's pretty non-binary, but I cannot call it a cat. I'm going to respect its cat nouns.
I understand. And I think I don't know. Its ambiguity makes me reticent to be like, yes, this is the cat I'm looking for. As much as I love Umbreon, I don't know that it's not quite there.
Well, maybe this next Pokemon will be able to satisfy your cat yearnings. Let's talk, this is going to be our last Gen 1 Pokemon.
It's true.
Let's talk Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff is good. I really like Jigglypuff's great. It's got the ears, absolutely. It has the round problem of Meowth once more. I feel like there's no silhouette here. This is an orb.
It is.
Which is not a bad thing, but it's not a cat thing either.
It's not.
It's a beautiful squishy little item. I would hug a Jigglypuff, no question. But I also feel like when it evolves, it's definitely a rabbit. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I think that it is just going for like woodland creature, and not necessarily cat.
Yeah. Either that or guild leader, but I think with Jigglypuff, I think really and kind of to sneak into Generation 2 with Igglybuff, I think I wasn't really sold on this until I started looking at Screamtail. Friend/enemy of the podcast, Droomish, was making a case for Igglybuff specifically being a cat Pokemon, and I had to go and do my research. And Screamtail popped into my mind. And I was looking at Screamtail. That thing is very, very cat-like.
It's true. I think
it has full whiskers. It has full fuzz. It's very feline.
Yeah, it has the fangs as well. I think that is it retains everything cat-like about Jigglypuff, and then gains even more cat-like, features. Screamtail's an interesting situation because I think this is a cat, right? Screamtail's a cat. Mm-hmm. It's got paws. It has little fangs, whiskers, the ears. Strangely, Screamtail no tail, unless we want to call that hair a tail. But we're I think this is a cat. Igglybuff, though, I fear I'm still not sold on. It's not. Well, what about this makes it a cat to you, other than Screamtail?
Yeah, I guess it's not amazing evidence to have to be citing a different cat to, like, justify this.
It's true.
And honestly, I can't muster any logical feeling behind it. I think I'm just gonna say it's a cat. I think I have to just say it's a cat and move on.
I do wonder if it being posited as a cat was an act of sabotage by the enemy of the podcast, just to try and sow discourse between us. I'm not gonna let that happen. I think that I can take a step back, and if you want it to be a cat, it can be a cat.
Yeah, I think it's very rude to talk about friend enemy of the podcast, Droomish, that way. But I think we can agree to disagree on Igglybuff.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the. I think I'm gonna side with Cat Nation for this one.
Cat Nation for Igglybuff.
And so I guess it's the perfect transition to get into Gen 2. And
yes,
I want to talk about Hoppip first because I think it's a very interesting case. And you are very invested, I believe, in the Gen 2 beta. So why don't you take us this one?
It's true. I love everything Gen 2, and part of that is just the very interesting case of the Space World demo. Right, in 1997, if you went to Space World where they were showcasing Pokemon Gold and Silver, you could play a little demo, and in it, there is Hoppip, and Beta Hoppip is such a cat. Like, this would be, I think, it's almost the perfect cat, even.
Whoa.
It's still round, but like everything about it reads just a beautiful little black cat with a little sprout on its head. You've got the ears. It retains the ears in the newer design, but it has a little cat mouth and whiskers, these little eyes, and a tail, this long slender tail that is just, it's beautiful. This little guy, it's a cat. No notes.
It is a cat, yeah.
No notes.
No notes, I think, is the perfect way to put it. And I'm pretty surprised to hear you talk about this as the perfect cat. I guess I feel it's a little derp.
It's a little derp.
Not to hate. And I think that's actually a good thing about cats.
I think it's good that it's a little derp. Cats can have that going on. I don't know, like, it may not have the silhouette, but everything else about it just captures the essence of a cat, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks playful, it looks cuddly, it's cute. I could see this thing meowing at me.
I could too. Absolutely.
I would have a great time if I saw this in the grass. And Hoppip,
the grass,
still pretty cat-like, even in the non-beta design, but it loses a lot of the cat-like features. I couldn't imagine why they would get rid of them. Cats are delightful, and I mean, as we've discussed, right, we're already on the second generation, and we had 5, 6 cats.
Well, I think 5 or 6 cat lines, right? As far as unique cats go, we have many more, especially if we're going to choose to rein in Abra for that.
True.
Gen.
I guess you are right. I just feel like
suffice to say, there are a lot of cats.
I feel cats are underrepresented. But that is the core problem, as it were. And I think as we go forward, it gets bleak, as far as the number of cats that we have.
Absolutely. I mean, Gen 2, we've talked Igglybuff so far.
Yeah, Igglybuff, Hoppip. Skiploom, also definitely still a cat. The beta sprite has the ears, it has the tail, it has the mouth. Regular Skiploom, I feel that it's not. It's definitely getting away from it, but it's still kind of catty. It's got the mouth. It has the eyes.
Yeah, but as we get to Jumpluff, I'm thrown for a loop.
Yeah.
Just deeply disappointed when it comes to the beta design and the full release.
Yeah, they completely
it doesn't really come off
plot.
as a proper evolution to me.
No. I feel that Jumpluff would honestly maybe make more sense being a oddish evolution variant of some sort. Rather than here at home in this line. But Pokemon's interesting for that. I feel that there are many such cases of Pokemon where the final evolution, it feels like it was supposed to be somebody else's final evolution. I mean, look at Dragonite. But
yeah, it's no Digimon, but I definitely understand some of these critiques of Pokemon evolutions.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I love Jumpluff. I love Dragonite, but it seems like a consistent theme across the series that we have Pokemon that just, it seems like they jump the rails and they're going a different direction all of a sudden.
Absolutely. So let's talk Sneasel for a little bit, because I think I wonder if this one's going to be controversial, because I think that Sneasel, and it took a little convincing for me to be of this opinion, but I do think Sneasel is pretty obviously a cat.
I'm on your side on this one. I think Sneasel, it's definitely in the cat realm for sure.
Yeah.
It has the Meowth-like silhouette, but it has claws. The ears are a little more catty. It has a more cat-like mouth.
Very much so.
It reads closer to cat to me than Meowth does, and I think it's strange. I don't know that I could put a finger on exactly why, but it's doing work there. And, I'm sure someone in the comments is going to say Sneasel's a weasel. But, looking at the way we classify mammals in the real world, weasels and cats are right next to each other. That's where the split is. They're really close in ancestry. I don't think that a weasel's that far away from a cat.
Like strawberries are nuts,
Yeah, exactly. There's only so much you can do. They're right there. You can make the argument, and whether people like it or not, that's on them. I think that Sneasel, it's meeting a lot of the criteria. I look at it and I go, that's a cat. Like if its name was I don't know, Snitty, I would go, yep, cat.
That's really good. I think they should rename it.
Honestly, they
and then
really
they should take Skinny out back and shoot it. No, I'm sorry.
Oh no! What did Skinny do to you?
Well, I think.
You just don't
just
like
the regular stuff.
You don't like the way Skinny feels about Tears of the Kingdom?
I actually am with Skinny on that. It's war crimes that I take issue with.
Oh,
but let's forget about that until we get to Gen 3.
Yes, of course.
So Weasel and Weavile. Did I say Weasel?
You did.
Lord, I'm not making my case well. I think it's the mouth that does it for me, weirdly enough. The little
the colon 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge.
I think
it's big.
I think it makes sense that Weavile especially uses knockoff competitively so frequently, because it's that is what it is doing. Yeah. That is what that cat is doing. You let that cat into your household, all your vases are going to hit the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You're 100% correct. You're on your phone and it wants attention. Bam, phone on the ground.
You're done.
Yeah, you're
absolutely.
Done. You're done. That's so true. That's so true.
So in my mind, this is very much a cat. It's a cat. I think the same logic really just goes for... Is it a Hisuian Weasel?
Yeah.
Or Sneasel? It's a Hisuian Sneasel and then a Sneasler, which...
Yes.
The Sneasler?
The Sneasler. It goes crazy. Well, it's... Honestly, looking at them, Hisuian Sneasel is very Alolan Meowth. Like, they're taking the same design cues and executing so much better on the cat prompt than I think Meowth did.
Absolutely.
And then Sneasler, she's so cool. Like,
I think so too.
I would want to be her friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, Sneasler is a fantastic Pokemon. Very cat-like. It retains the mouth, it retains the ears, the claws. Everything about it. I don't know. I think that...
Yeah.
It's a good cat.
It's also, I think the lankiness really sells it to me. It's in kind of the same category as, like, the Gigantamax Meowth, where it's just, this is a long cat.
It does. It really does. But we get back to the core issue. This is not a normal cat. It's on two legs. It doesn't have the silhouette. If my grandma had a Sneasler, I would be alarmed. It has similar issues to Persian while still executing on the essence of cat better, I think. Which I wonder if Gamefreak knows what a cat is.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see.
Honestly.
For now, let's talk about some beasts.
Oh, true.
We've discussed cats.
Right.
Let's see if these beasts are cats. So,
yes.
I think let's start with Raikou.
Yeah, no,
it's using the move Thunderclap to go first.
Absolutely. And, it's my favorite of the
Absolutely
three
is Gen 3. Sorry.
Oh, true.
Sorry.
True that burns the sky right there. No, I think Raikou is my favorite of the beasts, and I think that's because it's a cat. It
is a cat.
It's got the fangs. It has the silhouette. It's a beautiful Pokemon, but it's more tiger. It's still big cat. Sabretooth, but cat.
Yeah. I think there were maybe some comparisons to Diego from Ice Age that were being made at one point in time or another.
Yeah, no, I think that Raikou and its companion Entei both have similar facial structure to Diego.
Absolutely.
But this is a good cat if it were smaller. Like if in Winds and Waves, if they give us baby legendary beasts and their little cats,
oh my gosh,
that would be crazy. I think
that would be really beautiful, actually.
That's what we would need for this to meet the criteria. It's still, at the end of the day, it wouldn't stay a normal cat. But this and Zubat are probably the closest things to normal cats that we have so far, I feel.
Okay, they're going to take our thing off the air.
No.
You've got to stop saying stuff like this.
No. What? You're turning on me on Zubat?
I'm not turning on you on Zubat. I don't think they're the closest to the normal, though. Like,
okay.
As far as normal goes, like, it's probably one of the evolutions.
Okay, you're right. I'm not thinking.
I mean,
of them.
I'm very much with you. Zubat and Golbat are cats, but they are not normal cats.
Yeah,
and that's okay. They don't have to be normal cats.
It's true.
They're really awesome.
They're awesome cats.
They don't have to be normal.
They're cats for an amazing reason, but. Honestly, yeah. No, I think you're right. I forget to count the evolutions just because, like you said, we are hipsters and they are contrived.
Yeah, it's true.
Tragically, I love the evolutions. I guess maybe here is the time to talk about Raging Bolt as well.
I don't want to talk about that guy at all.
What?
He is not a cat.
No.
Like full stop. I don't think there's anything to discuss in as far as the cat dex goes.
I mean, he's not a cat, but he's a cat ancestor. I don't know. He's beautiful. Raging Bolt's beautiful. My favorite dinosaur.
I love Raging Bolt. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
But
I
that's
feel like
not a cat.
maybe we need to address that it's not a cat, you know? Like,
yeah.
Nothing about it is cat. This is clearly a dinosaur. It has little fangs. It has the little ears, but nothing else.
No, not at all.
And then I guess we move on to Entei, right? I think that Entei has the Eevee problem, where Entei is it's a non-binary cat, or cat dog, as it were. It's between them. It has the Diego facial structure, but I feel like it has the loving personality of a dog.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like a good father, famously. And
You'll
it's...
find me making no such comments.
What?
I won't be making any such comments on Entei.
That's fair. Well, it's almost like a lion, and so it's like a dog lion hybrid in the middle. It's not scratching my cat itch. It wouldn't scratch
I think that's my
post.
big issue too. I think especially the lion part, and yes, I know that lions are big cats, but I guess there's something that feels like it's a separate category. And yes, I know I sound insane, including Golbat and Zubat and Sneasel, and not really wanting to include Entei, but I don't know, it's I guess, to use your phraseology, it's not scratching my cat itch.
Yeah. I think, end of the day, I do believe it's a cat, but it's...
Yeah, and I think that's fair.
Not quite... It's not what I'm looking for, and I don't know. The idea that we shouldn't be looking to legendaries for a normal cat. They're legendary for a reason, I think.
It's true.
You know? And then this brings us to the Entei also has another form, and I think that one's much more cat-like.
Yeah, I think this is probably the paradox of Form of the Three Beasts that is, like, could possibly be the most in consideration for catdom.
It's true, yeah. Gouging Fire is significantly more catty. Like, it's got paws. I feel like those toe beans would be adorable.
Absolutely.
It has whiskers, it has fangs, has the tail, has the silhouette. It is wearing a hat. But I can forgive it.
Yeah. And I think I can too.
Yeah. No, I think that this is a cat. It is not the cat. I think again, we shouldn't be looking to legendaries for a normal cat. I think that's where you can have your superlative cats. Your much more impressive situations, and it's definitely impressive. That is a very cool hat it is wearing.
It is. And he wears it well, to quote Rod Stewart.
Honestly, you're right. But then, elephant in the room, Suicune. Is it a cat?
More like dog in the room. That is who invited Suicune to the party?
No one invited Suicune to the party. Suicune is...
I don't know.
I'm going to throw a stick and it's going to chase it and we're going to shut the door.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just to be fair, there are cats who will chase sticks, but Suicune is not one of them.
No. Absolutely not one of them. And
I think it's bullshit. I think it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. No, I think that you are right at the end of the day. And if it's not a cat, we don't even need to talk about Walking Wake. It's not a dog. Walking Wake is its own thing.
That is a velociraptor.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Walking Wake's a velociraptor. I fear that it shouldn't even be in the conversation. I hate that it forced us to talk about it, honestly, by being included with these other two beasts.
I don't hate that. I'm not going to go that hard on Walking Wake, but it is not in the conversation.
You know what? I think I'm revoking Vaporeon's cat status for how dog-like Suicune is.
Whoa!
I think I'm going back.
Wow.
I'm pulling Vaporeon's cat card.
Well, I guess kind of that implies that you might have to pull Jolteon's cat, or you might have to pull Raikou's cat card.
There is an implication there. There is.
Right? Because we said Jolteon was a dog.
We did. We did. You're right.
Maybe once you pass the gate of mortality, you transition from cat to dog.
Interesting.
Maybe that's what happens, or vice versa. I think there's some sort of spiritual connection there.
It's possible. So I don't. That's an interesting thought. I think I actually may have more to expound upon that when we get to Gen 3, though.
And I'm just so excited.
I think there's a dead cat in Gen 3.
Peter. I don't know why I said that. It has nothing to do with it. But anyways, yeah, I'm just so excited to get to Gen 3. I'm absolutely just so enthralled.
Honestly, that kind of rounds out Gen 2, does it not?
I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, not very many cats in Gen 2. Not very many cats in Gen 2.
And especially if you're a real, if you're very pure about it, I think there might be 0 cats in Gen 2. If you really want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, like, you could probably argue that none of these are cats.
I think if if you were to, like, if you were one of the people that settled on Plymouth Rock, a Puritan, as it will, you wouldn't count these as cats.
No, absolutely not.
No, but as a heathen, I think these are cats.
Absolutely.
Now, I think next up is not Gen 3, actually. I think that we take a small detour into the most famous Pokemon game, Super Smash Brothers. As was it IGN recently made their top 50 Pokemon of all time. Almost all of them were Smash Brothers characters, and because of how they perform in Smash Brothers. So I think that in honor of them, we need to talk about our Smash Brothers situation.
Let's discuss, because I'm not a big Smash head, as it were. So I'm gonna have to let you take the reins on this one, because I don't know ball. I don't think
this is fair. I think I once was, but I don't know. As a known contrarian, I think Smash Brothers is a party game and not a competitive fighting game. That rubs people the wrong way. So it's hard for me to find people that share that belief. I want to play with items on. I need to see these cats coming out of the Pokeballs while we play.
That's true.
I'm not here for wave dashing or any of that nonsense. I'm here to throw a Pokeball in the Pokemon game Super Smash Brothers. So
absolutely, and there are so many cats in those balls.
It's true. It's true.
They packed them in, and a lot of cats that we talked about already, but some that we're gonna get to a little bit later.
Honestly, and I do think that a lot of people. This reaches a wide audience. There are definitely people out there that their only experience with Pokemon would be Smash Brothers, as strange as that is for me to think about. But we have Jigglypuff, the iconic Smash character. You have the down B to put yourself to sleep, rest, as it were. No Chesto berries here. We stay rested. And it does the one-hit KO.
It's true.
Iconic Jigglypuff play. But Jigglypuff, only kind of a cat. So I don't think that anyone would walk away going, you know what? I'm gonna pet that guy. We have Mewtwo.
You wouldn't pet Jigglypuff?
I would, but not if I've only played Smash Brothers. Not if I've only played Smash Brothers. I think that
you might punch the cat.
Yeah, I wouldn't punch. I would never punch a cat. But
But you don't think Jigglypuff is a cat?
It's true, I don't. Maybe I would. An interesting thing to posit.
Food for thought.
Food for thought, honestly. I think a lot of people would, true, the fantastic Smash Brothers item, food.
French fries.
Genuinely,
French fries.
I like that article. Only know how to contextualize things with Super Smash Brothers. So I think that Jigglypuff is not a delightful cat. I think most people who deal with it leave tilted, with a bad taste in their mouth, and they're a little sad. Next up is Mewtwo. Mewtwo, the classic, typically the final unlock in Smash Brothers Melee. A really cool inclusion. I know I was excited to see this cat on the big stage. And I think that it's
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium. We love Stadium, even though it is a lying, cheating game for babies. But
I wouldn't know. I'm not a baby.
Sadly, I am a baby, and you can hear me cry about Pokemon Stadium on Twitch every now and again.
Well, and our famous third episode was on your little stadium extravaganza.
Well, you've got to talk about what you're playing, and I was playing Pokemon Stadium too, trying to earn that Earthquake Gligar, and boy, was it tough.
Yeah.
But we're left with Mewtwo, a delightful inclusion, such a cool cat, but again, not a normal cat. It's a legendary.
No.
I don't think anyone walks away from a game of Smash against Mewtwo upset. I think it's a very fair character. However, this is the introduction, I think, of the cat that makes me the saddest.
Satan.
I don't know. I feel I shouldn't get into my feelings on him. But Incineroar, emphasis on the sin, really let me down. I teased it. I love Houndoom. Houndoom is my number 9 top Pokemon of all time. And I love dark types. I love fire types. Litten is adorable. What a beautiful cat. Torracat, it's moving a little. It's moving a little toward like the jungle cat situation, and then Incineroar stands up, gets buff, and as someone who
the anti-Persian, if you will,
genuinely the anti-Persian. And as someone who enjoys wrestling, I like what they did there with the heal Pokemon. It's funny. It's a good play on dark type being evil type in Japanese. But it's a flub for me. This could have been my feline Houndoom. This could have been my Muse, my Flame. And yet, I'm looking at it and I'm just sad. And a terror in Smash Brothers. I think that a lot of people, woeful that it was included. I think a lot of people would prefer. You know,
as a total fighting game noob, I do really like that I can have this easy command grab character to do stupid things with. And listener, I did so many stupid things.
Oh,
I'm not a Smash head at all, but I did ruin my friends' days whenever I pulled out the Incineroar.
I'm sure, and I think
because they weren't good, and I wasn't good, but I was better than them.
Well, it's true, and hey. That's fine. In the hands of a good player, Incineroar is scary. In the hands of a player that doesn't know what they're doing, Incineroar is scary. Perhaps Incineroar was a mistake. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too heavy-handed.
I don't blame you. I think that, like, it really is, like, just to emphasize the sin thing a little bit more. Like, it is your original sin for... It's not even the original sin. It's just, like... just another sin in the haystack.
It's true. It is another sin in the haystack, but it is what made me really sit and ruminate on this topic. There are so many normal dogs. Why are there no normal cats? Why did they flub what might be the cutest cat they've given us in Litten. Not to, jumping ahead a little bit, but big Litten fan.
I couldn't tell.
But I don't know. I don't know why they would do this to me. I think that it was actually a personal attack. They knew what I was looking for. They knew that I would wake up to see the announcement of Incineroar, and it would break my heart.
Let's rapid fire through these stage and Pokeball Pokemon,
Yes.
because we have quite a few cat Pokemon. We have some that we haven't talked about yet. We have some that we didn't talk about earlier, but I don't know. I chose to include in this section to have a comprehensive list.
Yes. I think that covering cat-adjacent Pokemon, when there are so few Pokemon available in the game, it's smart. I think that's the way to go. So we've got Hoppip already covered. Pyroar, it's a lion. What do you want from me? Meowth, Mew. Honestly, a very iconic presence of Mew. I think that a lot. Mew's beautiful in these games. We have Snorlax. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if it's a cat, but it's got the ears. It's almost there. We're stretching. If we needed to make this a top 10 list, top 10 Pokemon, and they all have to be from Smash. Snorlax has to make it through the door. We've got Raikou, Entei, Eevee, and Abra. And Weavile. Almost missed Weavile. Can't forget that iconic.
What an awful thing that would have been. But, there's a lot of cat Pokemon just thrown in here. And like you said, it's such a small roster. It's nice to see that we have some representation from the cat decks. Absolutely.
Anytime that we get some cat decks representation in outside media, it should be celebrated, I think. It helps draw attention to this crisis, honestly. I think that we've discovered the cat Pokemon situation.
Yeah, the so-called cat Pokemon are being left behind.
Honestly.
And it is the mission of the Oreburgh Gate podcast to ensure none of them get left behind.
Genuinely. We got to make sure no cats get left behind, and maybe this can be seen as a plea to Gamefreak. Please, one normal cat. I would like one normal cat.
One normal cat. Let's see, and speaking of
normal
being
cats.
Genuine, let's talk Gen 3.
It's true. Gen 3, we've got a fairly normal cat here.
This is a normal cat, but however, well, let's just say we're talking about Skitty.
It's Skitty. Normal in type, normal in looks. I think that Skitty is a great Pokemon. It's the beautiful pink hue. Somehow they managed to execute on the round head here of Meowth, but by turning its body sideways, we have a cat. I like the inclusion of the tail looking like the cattail plant. Very cute there. It's honestly a fantastic inclusion. This guy, Skitty, like most of Gen 3, pretty darn good, I gotta say. It's the cat Pokemon. Not the cat Pokemon, it's the kitten Pokemon, as far as the cat dex is concerned. And it is a cute little kitten. But then it evolves. And I guess I feel sad about your feelings on Delcatty. Would you? I understand.
Could you elaborate?
So, Delcatty, the Prim Pokemon, even they didn't feel confident enough to go, the kitten evolves into a cat. It's the Prim Pokemon. I don't know what's going on here. It's got like the little tufted tail of a lion. It has a little neck pillow for sitting on an airplane. The ears are almost like hair. There's something going on here where it's still feline, but is this a normal cat? Honestly, like Skitty evolving into this just doesn't make sense to me.
No, and that's fair. I think there are definitely some, like, there's a direct line, I think, but it does just kind of drop off a little bit. I however, am a fan of the neck pillow, to be honest with you.
It is cute. It's not cat-like.
I think if anything were to not do it for me in Delcatty's design, it's how pointy the legs are.
Yeah.
Like, they almost look like Arceus legs. Like,
it's true.
They're so, like, you could get impaled on those.
You absolutely could.
And, like,
honestly, it's...
I guess I want to say slay.
Slay.
First of all.
Genuinely slay.
Slay Catty.
Slay Catty. Yeah, its footprints would be a pinprick in the snow. Honestly,
yeah. She would fall through the footprint gate in Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. She would just like get really stuck in that little netting thing.
Absolutely.
They have.
Well, imagine this thing doing pushy paws on you. Think about that for a moment. Just stab. I don't.
Yeah.
1,000
cuts.
It's genuinely turning me into Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
I just. I don't know. It's just, again, they lose the plot. They started off so strong in the first half, and yet we can't have a normal cat the whole time. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It's still close. But it's not quite there. Not quite there. Who's next? Who's next on the cat decks?
Yeah, who's up? Who's up next?
Oh.
Ooh.
All right. I don't think that. All right. It might be a controversial pick, but I think people will know where we're going. Right? It's Whiscash.
I think this one is inarguable. I straight up don't think. I think if it's controversial to you. No, I'll stop talking. I don't want to lose our sponsors.
It's true. Famously, we did take the Silphco sponsorship from Petalburg Woods. They decided that we were a better fit. But
I do feel a little bad about how that whole situation went down.
I do, but famously,
but it's not that important.
There's no Pokeballs that catch Pokemon better in the forest, but boy, are there Pokeballs that catch better in Oreburgh Gate. We've got water.
That is true.
We've got darkness. We just make more sense for the for the sponsorship. How many dusk balls?
Yeah.
How many dusk balls have been thrown in this cave? Honestly, I've lost count.
Gosh, I can't count them on my fingers, mostly because I don't know how to count.
It's true.
This episode of the Oreburgh Gate podcast was brought to you by Silphco. If you're thinking about taking a journey to the gate, make sure you stop at the Pokemart in Salacion Town to pick up Silphco's latest and greatest in ball technologies. We at the Oreburgh Gate podcast are especially fond of the Dusk Ball, a reliable and affordable offering that'll help you catch those pesky Zubat to add to your ranch. Our listeners can take advantage of a special offer if they use promo code WOCHEN25 anytime they purchase 10 Pokeballs to not only receive a Premier Ball on the house, but also a 25% discount on that purchase. Put on your running shoes and head to a Pokemart near you for guaranteed catching prowess. And thank you again to Silphco for sponsoring this episode of the Oreburgh Gate.
Do you think that Whiscash is a cat? I think it is inarguably a cat.
Oh, inarguably a cat. Catfish.
Okay, thank you.
Catfish is a cat. It's got the whiskers. I mean, this is an iconic Pokemon. The incredible typing to make it just a menace. The cute smile, the lovely eyes, just everything about it. It screams cat. It's
a cat.
It's a cat. I would like to shake its paw. Honestly.
Yeah. And it definitely has paws, and that's
for sure.
Not a lie.
For sure. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. It's standing on the ground. It has 4 paws, and then a little fin on its tail, and he's having a good time. I don't know. This is a delightful cat Pokemon. It looks playful. It would be friendly. I think that the The typing on Whiscash it goes so hard, and
great typing.
One would even say it's tough. I think that
so tough.
Water.
Shout out Bertha.
True. Honestly, water ground is the type of cats, right? A cat would not be. It wouldn't be thwarted by electricity. I think that a cat would have no weakness. Famously.
Well, I guess chewing grass is not amazing for cats, so that does kind of line up as far as
that's true.
our weaknesses go.
I do forget about grass.
I guess,
I do forget about grass sometimes.
But I think Whiscash is, if you're denying its cathood,
you're delusional.
Again, I should stop talking.
You're delusional.
I should stop talking.
I'll say it.
Barboach very much not a cat.
No,
I think very obviously.
It's a loach. I do love Barboach. Loaches are great. Some of my favorite Barboach. Some of my favorite animals. Big fish fan here, as cats normally are. BFF. But the loach, not a cat. I do like that it evolves into a cat, though. And next up, we have another non-binary icon. I think
not even on the dog cat spectrum. I think just straight up non-binary.
Yeah, just a straight up non-binary icon. Absolutely, as it were. It's Absol.
Check it out.
It's Absol. An absolutely beautiful Pokemon. I love this little guy. I don't know. Growing up, I thought it was a legendary. I don't know why. It has the Genesect Qua.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like it carries itself like a legendary. It's majestic. It's got paws. No ears though, and I think that might be part of what's going. Calm down with the cat accusation.
Well, I guess it's showing up when doom is portended. I think that's a very legendary ability.
Honestly,
right? That's in the same way that almost I believe Ninetales from the Mystery Dungeon series has this kind of similar fortune-telling ability. And, correct me if I'm wrong.
And the curse, the terrible, terrible curse if you touch it, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think they're similar in that way.
Yeah.
And
I'm thinking of Xatu, but these are
yes.
it is a very mythological Pokemon, if not legendary. It is part of legend.
It's true. It's a legendary in my heart still to this day. I think. I don't know. It's so close to being a cat, but it almost feels derogatory to call it one. It transcends cat. It's a majestic creature. Gosh, Mega Absol's so cool. Look at those wings.
I think I had to walk with you a bit on it not being a cat, but I think I'm very with you. It transcends cathood. I think that's a very good way to put it.
Yeah, it's invited to the cat picnic, but
who are we to decide? Or I guess I can't decide, but you can probably invite people to the cat picnic, right?
Yeah. No, I feel I have the ability, but
okay. You have what is the signature ability of cat Pokemon? Is it Keen Eye?
I would probably. It probably is Keen Eye. That would make sense. I have the Keen Eye.
But yeah, I think Absol, both Mega Absols, there is this kind of I guess it would be like calling an angel a human to call Absol a cat.
Yes, absolutely.
I think very directly there is some transcendence occurring.
Yeah. Beautiful Pokemon, but
so beautiful.
It's not quite what we're looking for.
So let's get into your little Sableye theory, because I think this is a particularly interesting one.
So I think Sableye's definitely an intriguing mention for the cat situation, right? We have the Meowth-like silhouette with the big head and the lanky arms and it's skinny, right? But it has some nice cat-like ears.
That's very true.
And it has this red gem in its stomach. And there's one other place that I think there's a very prominent red gem in our Pokemon here.
Yeah, Espeon, right?
Espeon as well. But I actually think it's Persian. I think it's Persian. Because this little guy shares a lot with that line. You have Galarian Meowth's sharky teeth, Persian's red gem, and famously, one of the earlier Meowth Pokedex entries talks about how much it loves playing with round objects. And what does this guy do? He steals gems. He loves little round objects. So I think that perhaps, forgive me for talking about the tragic scenario, but maybe Sableye is the ghost of a Meowth or a Persian. When it dies and comes back, it comes back haunted. You've got this little guy here. I don't know. It's definitely something to consider, something to ponder.
No, I absolutely think you're onto something here, and I think it's very much like an as above, so below situation. Like, what you do in life is what you do in death. So I love that Sableye is just it's given up the gig economy and it's pursuing its passion of finding rare metals and
absolutely.
And gemstones.
Yep, it carries the flame from its past life. So I think that it's incredible to see the themes. I really love the way Pokemon lets your mind make these connections. And they won't confirm anything, but I think it's beautiful that this world they've created has me thinking there are ghosts. What died to make those ghosts?
Right, absolutely. So, and I think that just really confirms that Sableye is a cat. It absolutely is.
Yep. Yes. Post-cat. I think, but cat.
Cat-ter life.
Cat. The cat-ter life. We have our next one. I know you feel very strongly about.
Oh yeah. So I've maybe been talking about this one with everyone I know. Like, I was literally talking about it with my coworker today, and my big pitch is Zangoose, and I think this is a very, very, very obvious cat. And you might say, it has mongoose in the name, but listen.
It has mongoose in the name.
Okay, yeah, you might say that. However, if you look at a mongoose, it looks nothing like Zangoose. It is much more Weasel-esque than Zangoose is. And so
it's true.
Where that finds me is, and the way I've been putting it is, you don't get from Mongoose to Zangoose without crossing Cat Street, if that makes sense.
I think that's a valid claim. You look at Zangoose, and if you didn't know that a mongoose existed, it definitely, here it is in the anime on all fours, and it's got the head, it's got the ears, it has the face, it's ready to go. I think that this is a Pokemon that's really fulfilling the silhouette criteria when it is on all fours.
Oh yeah, especially
and
then.
Its head is definitely feline. It's not mustelid in nature. I think that this is a Pokemon that it's a beautiful Pokemon, and it's almost a cat.
So gorgeous. And what do cats do but feud with snakes?
Honestly, I think if a cat were to meet a snake, they would get into a fight.
Absolutely. I think
for sure. I don't know. You know, this is one of my dear friend's favorite Pokemon. So I even if I had something mean to say about it, I don't think I could. But it's genuinely, this is a beautiful Pokemon. However, I think that my misgiving does come from the name. While it is an incredibly cat-like Pokemon, I fear that if our most normal cat's a mongoose, we're still having the same problem. You know?
I get that, but like to quote Jessie, a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. So,
So
I mean,
true.
like famously, like Infernape, it's called Infernape, but it's actually Son Goku. So, like, we're not. What are we talking about?
You're right.
The name does not matter.
You're right. That's true. And
Zangoose is a cat.
Sneasel did get through. I do think Zangoose is a cat, but it's not solving the problem. You know?
Could you give me like a You're on Thin Ice Buster, maybe?
Yeah, you're on thin ice, Buster. That's how I feel about Zangoose.
Yeah.
It's allowed in the club. The bouncer won't turn it away. But we're keeping an eye on it.
I don't think the
while
bouncer could throw it away.
Well, what if the bouncer was a Snorlax?
Actually, I think that Zangoose has close combat. I think
Ooh.
with coming off that toxic boosted toxic orb BC, like that Snorlax is getting blown away. Like no competition. But and that's enough about Zangoose. I will not be upset if someone chooses to not invite Zangoose into the club, but that cat is getting in
to the cat party.
Yeah.
I think it makes it to the cat party for sure. It's still not solving our problem. Who do we have next?
I think
is that all we have for Gen 3?
yeah, unless
Really?
like if I were to be really crazy, I would say maybe like Castform and Jirachi, but not today.
Yeah. I think I see where you're going, but I do think they don't solve the issue.
No.
At the end of the day. But getting to the core of the issue, we do have something that's unequivocally a cat, a whole line of cats even. Beginning Gen 4, we have Shinx.
Gosh. Well, I'll let you start this one because you've been immersed in Sinnoh lately. So why don't you give us a rundown?
It's true. I think Shinx it's beautiful, but it again, like looking at him, he's starting to be a little more cat-like than the other early game cats.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's true.
I do think that it's clear, even as a baby, this is not a kitten. This is a cub.
Oh yeah, super.
Yeah. This definitely grows into a lion. It is a great Pokemon, a very cool line, but this is not a normal cat, and it doesn't evolve into a normal cat.
This is not my normal cat.
No, this is not my normal house. I really think like it's a beautiful example, and it's also a shining member of Gen 4. One of the classic on every team Pokemon, Luxray.
Yeah, very true.
Just a really good all-round Pokemon. But at the end of the day, this is a lion. This is another lion, and I don't know. I'm looking for a house cat.
Yeah, I'm kind of coming around on your like frame of reference for these strange little creatures. Like, I don't know. I set out to kind of convince you that there are some good cats, but the more we delve into this list, the more I'm like, wow, there really aren't any normal cats.
Who so far is your contender for normal cat? Who's the most normal cat?
And I can't say
we're halfway
Zubat,
through.
right?
You could say Zubat if you believe it in your bones. But I mean, we're halfway through Gen 4 because spoiler alert, there's only 2 cats in Gen 4. And that's halfway through the cat decks. how do we feel?
Are you sure it's 2? I believe there's one controversial take that I think that you have in the tank here, the skunk tank, so to speak.
Oh, the skun tank.
But let me answer your question before we get into that. You know, I really don't know. I can't. I mean, I think Umbreon. Like, I think this is almost. And I love Umbreon. It's a very beautiful Pokemon. I don't know that I love it to the extent that you do. I think I'm a fake fan in that regard. But it's a beautiful Pokemon, and I aspire to get like her, so to speak. You know, maybe it's Sneasel, and which is weird because I was really dubious on Sneasel, no disc, at the beginning, but I think it's Sneasel for right now. But let's see where I stand once we get to the end of Generation 9. But give me the skunk down.
So the skunk down, I think in here in our corporeal zone that we call Earth, we have skunks, and if you've seen a skunk in real life, they're very playful, they're very cute, they're very cat-like. They have the cat head, they have the cat mouth, they have cat mannerisms. They are stinky. You can have the scent glands removed, but I think that's a little mean.
What?
But like if you,
I didn't want to know that. It's okay though.
I'm sorry, it's true. Some people keep them as pets, and
that's nice.
If you've ever seen one that is a pet, you will go, "Wow, this is incredibly like being around a cat." I look at Stunky, and in my heart, this is my dark cat. Look at that face. Look at that face. I don't know. It's very much like, it's like a Persian cat, actually, as strange as that not being Persian would be. But like, I don't know. Have a gander. Have a gander at a Persian cat, and let me know how we're feeling.
You know, I've listened to you make this case a couple times now.
I like it's got the big fluffy tail. It's got the pouty face. It's so cute. And I feel that this is a cat. And if Stunky gets in, Skuntank is just this but bigger, right? It's just a dirty cat. It's just a cat that's dirty.
God. You know what? You can have this one. I'm not gonna offer any resistance. I really don't know what to say.
It's another common Warlock W there.
I really am baffled. And I think I'm going to become even more baffled as we move on to Skunktank's and Stunky's counterparts in Glameow and Purugly.
That's true.
Especially I love Purugly. I think it's such an awesome Pokemon. Just the existence that I love fat cats. I love fat cats so much.
I love fat cats. I do.
And I really don't know how much more there is to say. And there's no case I can make that if you don't understand the raw appeal of fat cats, there's nothing for you in Purugly.
So I think I like fat cats, but I like my fat cats to be more like Snorlax in the just big and cuddly Snorlax. I don't think he's a cat. He's got the ears, he's got the teeth, but something about him is not cat. But like, if I were to have a fat cat, I would want it to be like him. He's cuddly, he's soft, he's lazy. Purugly is ready to fight. It's ready to go. This is a cat that, like, it doesn't want to be around me, I fear. Look at the frown. Look at the frown on this guy.
You know, and
it
I
is
think
a cat. It's unequivocally a cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
No question.
And it is unequivocally a normal cat.
It is a normal cat. I feel it still is reaching into superlative cat when we're getting into like this is like the angry fat cat. Whereas
It is the angry fat cat.
we still don't have just a regular cat.
No. No one's regular dangular.
I think that might be my only misgiving with Purugly. It is like it's definitely it is filling what Gamefreak intended. This is not an approachable cat. This is an ugly cat, but like in attitude, it has an ugly attitude. I still think it's kind of cute, but I don't know. It's kind of like how did we just now get a dolphin Pokemon? Why isn't there a swordfish? It just seems strange that we get this before we get a normal cat.
Yeah, and I love Purugly so much.
And I love that about you.
I love Purugly. And here, I'm going to stake a claim. The cats that appear to hate you the most also love you the most.
It's true. It is true. I worked at a cat shelter for a while, and there was this little cat it was so mean, but I loved that cat with all my heart. And I do see that cat in Purugly a little bit.
Absolutely. And speaking of mean cats, speaking of dark type cats even. Oh wait, no, we have one more trio in Gen 4 to cover. Now that I think about it. We have to talk about the cats that live by the lake.
Oh, the lake cats, the tragic cats.
Yeah,
as it were.
And here I am wondering again, why in the world are cats just the embodiment of so many mystical things in the Pokemon universe? Like, we start with progenitors, and then we're like, well, actually, cats are all emotions.
It's true, and like I can kind of appreciate it. Cats are magical, right?
Cats are magical. It's true.
They're magical. They capture the imagination. They're beautiful. We love them. I mean, they were worshipped in the past, but it's strange that we're only getting like the creme de la creme of cats, right? Like the embodiment of emotions. These are clearly they're Mew adjacent, right? You've got Azelf with the ears.
They've dropped by the Mew corner, so to speak.
Yes, yeah. They're definitely they have the Mew body type. I don't know. Azelf is giving cat with its head. The rest of them, I think, maybe they've gone a little astray. But I do think that they're cats. At the end of the day, these are cats. But again, why are we only getting legendary cats? It's a strange trend, is it not?
It is a strange trend. It's deeply disturbing, even.
Honestly. But
I do love Yuxi, and I would love to have a little Yuxi as my house cat. So
Yuxi
just to put my cards on the table.
Would be an adorable house cat.
Absolutely.
That is for sure. For sure. And they live in the lakes. They have plenty of fish. They're going for it.
Oh yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It's such a shame that there was a bomb.
It really is a shame, the bombing.
And speaking of evil deeds.
Speaking of evil deeds.
Let's talk about the Gen 5 cats. I think, like,
the Gen
Purloin and Liepard are very much, like, in dialogue with Meowth and Persian.
Yes. Beautiful cats. Purloin recently has begun standing. I'm unsure why.
I'm really
very
with
cute.
You there.
Not house cats.
Purloin is in Gen 5 specifically,
yes.
And they let Purloin stand for one generation, and then they applied the retail employee treatment to it. No sitting down.
It's true. Honestly, I mean, I've recently realized they've been doing that to a lot of Pokemon as of late. I didn't know because I've not played a lot of the DLC, but apparently Gliscor stands. It stands now.
Gliscor what?
Yeah, it crawls around too. I don't know.
Actually, that does sound kind of tough.
It's kind of tough, but like you see it and you're like, what's going on there? That's not the way that guy used to look.
More evil Gliscor cat evidence.
Honestly, they're related, I think.
They are. But with Purloin and Liepard, like, I think Purloin is perfect, actually. Like, that is a cute little cat.
It is a very cute little cat. Its ears are strange, but I think I'm being nitpicky. I think I'm being nitpicky because of how much I love cats. It's not fulfilling my need.
Yeah, I get that.
Here.
I get that.
And then it evolving into another big cat, it further cements the situation.
Yeah, there's no being cute under Gamefreak. You cannot be cute for very long.
No,
you have to grow up.
No, it's true.
They're very anti Peter Pan. I
Shout
get
to
what
all
you
my
mean.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, I get what you mean with Liepard. I do love a lot of elements of its design, like unrelated to its cat deck's presence.
Yes.
I think the blade tail is it goes really hard. Like genuinely
it does
so hard.
Liepard's really tough, honestly, but it's a leopard. Let's just it's a leopard.
Sure, which is a cat, but it's not.
It is a cat,
and
it is a cat.
Yeah. I'm really sorry.
No, it is okay. It is okay. Again, another chance. We had another dark cat, and here I am. I'm sure some people are going to be wondering, Woobat and Swoobat, not cats.
No.
They're maybe Zubat analog, but they're not cats.
They're not cats.
Even close.
Absolutely not.
No need to dwell. We were presented with an interesting cat.
I would call this a cat conundrum.
It's a true cat conundrum. We've been told that Dearling, while sitting, has the essence of a cat. This comes from friend of the pod, but Dearling, very cute, and when it is sitting, it's adorable. I don't know that it's a cat to me. What do you think, Em?
I guess I spent some time today meditating on a sitting Dearling, and I think I have to side with our dear friend Leif. Like, that's a cat.
I can respect it. I think that it's playful, it's loving, it's cute, it's very inviting. I do want to pet it.
Yeah. Dearling is lovable and cat-like.
It's true. Thankfully not little and brown. That would disqualify it, making it a dog.
And I believe this specifically goes for the spring form, correct?
Yes, yeah, I believe it was Spring Dearling was what we were confronted with. We had to really consider, and I can live with it. It's allowed in the cat decks. It's a friend. It's friend shaped.
I think I'm just so cat pilled that I want to see the cat in every Pokemon, every pony.
Yeah, every pony. Honestly. And we do have if it was born of Mew, There's a little bit of cat in there. I do also think that it really just it appeals to the problem that here we are in Gen 5. Dearling's making it in because there aren't very many other cats.
No.
We have to supplement.
Yeah.
We were also presented with Mienfoo. I think it's very much a mustelid, heavy in the mustelid department.
Yeah, I think for similar reasons we haven't even talked about Weasel and Floatzel. So
exactly, yes.
The Whiskers are a compelling case for its entry into the cat decks, but unfortunately, I think I'm really primed to see Mienfoo as just kind of a guy, maybe more so than a mustelid.
Yeah, Mienfoo's a monk. Whiskers does not a cat make, I fear.
No.
And then we only have one cat left in Gen 5, as crazy as that is. We have Therian Landorus.
I guess it's kind of funny how many good in VGC Intimidate users are cats.
A good cat is intimidating. At the end of the day, I feel
it's true.
You should be like, can I really approach this?
Yeah,
about
you have to give the
cat
its respect, and I think that's what I would do if I were to encounter Landorus Therian. In fact,
absolutely.
I would probably be really scared.
I would be incredibly nervous.
I would be crying.
Might let it stiff my hand.
Yeah.
There is a world where I would be crying as well. It would be dire. I think it all depends on its body language.
Yeah.
But it does. It's very cat-like. Absolutely. I feel like it's another tiger. So we have another big cat, another legendary cat, another roamer as well.
It's true.
Very common in the roamers, I think, because famously, when company comes over, the cats do run.
Well, does Landorus roam? I was under the impression that in Gen 5 at least, it has a static encounter at the
does it? Maybe
maybe it's a static encounter there and then it roams. Gosh. Sound off in the comments if you know.
Yes, let us know more about Landorus. Admittedly, I'm in the middle of a Gen 5 replay. It's been a very long time for me. So maybe I'm wrong.
Gotta start radaring your dreams, my friend.
Absolutely, gotta get the dreams in my radar.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it for Gen 6. Gen 5.
Yeah, that's
now
really
to Gen
fast.
6.
And
which I fear might be faster.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. There are very few cats in France.
It's incredibly few cats in France, honestly. I think it's really a shame how few cats there are in France.
Yeah. It's some bullshit.
Genuinely bullshit. Well, genuinely even. So we start off with Esper and its evolution Meowstic. Again, immediately from the get-go, it's standing up. It's very cute, but it's like a small cat child, and not just a small cat.
You don't think Esper is damn creepy?
I think Esper is damn creepy, but that appeals to me and my...
Shocker.
Yeah, who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? The dark and ghost type enjoyer, the goth one of the podcast enjoys Esper, the Wednesday Addams Pokemon, or the kids from The Shining Pokemon. I like it. It's good. It's definitely unnerving. I like that about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not solving the problem. I'm still here. We're 6 generations in, and I'm thinking that Zubat's in the top 3 cats. And that's terrifying.
It's not terrifying to me. What's terrifying to me is Esper. I think Esper's probably the signature Pokemon of the Ghost Girl and Lumiose.
Yeah, I think so. Is this where the Hex Maniac makes her debut?
I believe, yeah, Hexmaniac.
Yeah.
Well, I would count Shantae as the Hex Maniac originator from Unova.
True.
But I think
yes.
as far as trainer class goes.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the iconic Hex Maniac design. One would even say beautiful, such goals, so cool.
Amazing, yeah.
If I could grow up to be her, that would be the dream. But regardless, it's definitely the what is it, the mascot of that sort of trainer, I feel. And in my heart, I would like to believe I'm one of those trainers. So.
And I think you absolutely
Esper
are.
makes it.
Yeah.
Oh well, thank you, Em.
Yeah, it's a practice.
It's true.
And I think my thoughts on Meowstic are very in line with my thoughts on Esper. That's kind of it, honestly. Yeah. Like, Mega Meowstic is tough, just as a sidebar. But I don't have much more to say about tough. Meowstic.
Meowstic, more of the same. Cat, but not cat. You know. Yeah. Would you like cats, infinite cats, but no cats? That's the situation we're in right now.
That is the situation, and while I do love to be in a situation, I'm not exactly loving this one.
It's true. The next one. Why don't you take it away?
Let's speak of the lions.
Speaking of the lions,
So Litleo and Pyroar, I think are.
Yes.
I don't even want to. I almost begrudgingly am wanting to talk about this, and I know we had the lion discussion earlier when we talked about Entei, but gosh, Litleo just looks like it's giving cub, but almost not even in a lion way, like almost in a bear way, weirdly.
Litleo definitely is bear-esque. I think that it evolving into a lion is the only reason it makes it here.
God,
if I saw
you're
that in the wild, if I saw that in the wild, I'd think it was a bear. I think you're right. I've come around. Come around on this point. I think. I think that you're right. Litleo,
I think we're giving Litleo the boot.
Yeah, not a cat. Litleo, not a cat.
Yeah, they should move to Italy region. Speaking of the boot.
Oh, true.
Kick out Litleo, and we're letting Pyroar in begrudgingly.
Yeah, lions make it in, big cats make it in.
And Mega Pyroar sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like the kanji in the hair. It's kind of cool.
So,
but it's a little...
Mega Pyroar sucks.
It's a little gauche.
That's literally it for Gen 6.
Yeah,
that is
at the end of the day, there's no more cats.
There's no more cats. And we're just going to we continue this trend of, like, thinning out as we go through the gens.
It's true. And not even, there's no debatable cats. Like, there's no Zubat here. There's no Sneasel here.
There's no Zubat.
2 cats. That's it. France is sad. Italy should have more cats, I think, were we to get an Italy generation.
Although, I will say, in Gen 7, we are not exactly starving for cats.
We're not starving for cats, but we're also not doing well. We're not eating good.
Yeah, no, the cats are starving, I think. We're not starving for cats, but the cats are starving.
Yes. We have the Litten line. Litten, a beautiful, just beautiful Pokemon.
The cat's pajamas, even.
The cat's pajamas, even. But we've already discussed it. Incineroar, the heartbreak Pokemon, not the heal Pokemon, the heartbreak Pokemon. It's just it's an Archaludon too far, I fear. It doesn't spark joy. I don't. I really just Incineroar is the first time I think I've been like actively sad about a starter situation, because there was so much potential there,
Potential man, potential cat man.
and it becomes a man. It's more of a man than a cat. I'll say it. Incineroar, not a cat. Incineroar is a man. Incineroar is Brock Lesnar in Pokemon. And I feel the same way about Brock Lesnar as I do Incineroar. Get him out of here. Don't like it.
Scram!
Scram! Absolutely. But Litten, what a delightful little guy. 10 out of 10. They had the best chance to execute on normal cat here, and I think they let me down.
Yeah, they executed you instead.
Genuinely, you'd think this is France the way they put me on the guillotine here.
Yeah.
Honestly. Next up, another one you don't love for similar reasons.
Yeah, the lioning is not lioning.
It's true. It's true. What do you feel about Solgaleo? Or Solgaleo?
I guess I wish he was small like Nebby.
Yeah.
That's kind of... Why do all the box legends have to be huge? Have we ever had Have we really never had a small box legend? Where are the small animals?
You're right. Yeah. No. There are no
gosh.
small box legends.
That's so sad.
It's really, honestly, the legendary inflation problem, it's getting out of hand. They're getting bigger and bigger.
Solgaleo is a hype and aura Pokemon and not a whole lot else.
Yeah.
But it is pretty hype. It is pretty hype.
It's no Lunala. But
yeah, I'm with you.
Love Lunala. Truly a chef's kiss of a Pokemon, but
yeah.
Solgaleo, it's another lion. We just got a lion. We've gotten so many lions already. Did we need another lion Pokemon? I don't know.
And it's a legendary, no less. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very much with you. I think it fits as like this embodiment of the sun. And I think maybe I'm being a little hard on Solgaleo, just because I'm fed up with lions.
Yeah,
but it does. It's really smart and it works. But I'm a petty bitch, so
it's understandable.
Gonna have to call it.
I mean, we're 7 generations deep. We've got more lions than regular cats. I think it's normal to be exhausted with them. And then we've got two more potential cats in this generation, right?
Yeah.
We have the type null Silvally situation. It's got the silhouette. It has the rear legs cat-like. But I don't know. I think that the rest of it, there's no way to let just the back half of a Pokemon into a party. That would be strange. So I fear that maybe type null and Silvally, they've got to stay out. This is a horse. This might be a horse.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Arceus. I guess I'm kind of like not included in this video, the Spiritomb situation. There's at least one cat in there. That's
true. There's at least one cat in Spiritomb, but I think.
There's probably some cat in me. Some of those atoms that exist in me right now were probably in a cat at one point in time. I'm not a cat.
As a cat, that makes me so happy to think about. Wow, that's honestly incredible. I don't care about the "we're all made of stardust" thing anymore.
Yeah, speaking of Cosmoem.
True. We've all got a little bit of that cat in us.
Straight up. Let's talk about Zero Aura.
Yeah. It's
the Zero Aura Pokemon.
The Zero Aura Pokemon. I forget this Pokemon exists. Honestly.
I forget it's Gen 7. I always think it's Gen 8 because that's I don't know why.
It feels like like a Sword and it feels like a Sword and Shield DLC Pokemon, but I'm truly not sure. I don't remember. And I think that it's a very forgettable cat. honestly. It's Incineroar, but yellow.
Ooh.
It's
At least Incineroar has a
Catman.
dual type. I don't know.
Yeah.
This thing is
yeah.
mono-electric. They made it mono-electric. Like, we could not have thought... This could have been an electric fire, I think. I think
would
if they...
cool. Electrical fires are tough to deal with, but...
Emphasis on tough.
Tough. But Zeraora really living up to its name.
Yeah,
honestly.
literally. And when it gets that mega, it goes from 0 aura to negative aura. So
yeah,
let's just move on to the next gen.
Truly, and frankly, it's almost a dog anyway. Gen 8. This will be quick. Be really quick. We got Toxel, the baby Pokemon, a cute little kitten, very playful, a nice shade of purple. And then I don't know what happens as it grows up. It's no longer a cat. It turns into some sort of lizard thing. Toxtricity is nifty, but it is not.
But hold on. So I agree that it's like, I think it's clearly like a kaiju type vibe, especially when you look at Gmax Toxtricity.
Yes.
But Gmax Toxtricity, when it gets down on its hind legs and it starts crawling around, it's a reptile. But maybe it's a cat lizard. I don't know. What do you think?
Gmax Toxtricity is cat lizard. Like, it's definitely got like the little frog fingers going on, right? And it's very cool. I like the mohawk. I really like the spiked bracelets. It's very punk rock. Very cool Pokemon. But at the end of the day, it's half cat, half lizard. And it's not that a normal cat.
It's not a normal cat. And
it's
honestly,
not a normal cat.
I think we even brushed by Toxel too fast. I think I was being more sympathetic towards Toxel. That thing, I don't know. It's so scrunkly, and that doesn't necessarily make it a cat.
It's a real scrungus, that's for sure. I don't know. Like, it's got the round head. It doesn't have the snout, no nose, no cat mouth.
Nothing?
It's nothing. You want a cat with nothing? That's Toxel. I don't know. Yeah, it's like, I'm not against, like, this is a cat. It's a cat, but it's like, it's barely there for me.
It is not nice.
It is not nice. It is not tough. It's a baby. It's a literal baby. That's what's crazy. We're done with Gen 8. That's Gen 8.
That's literally Gen 8. We don't have a single cat Pokemon.
2 dog legendaries.
It really is like the gem of the dog. I guess it's not a surprise that we got so few cat legend Pokemon in general. In the year
I
of
guess
dog.
they'd be in hiding. They'd be in hiding with these dogs making these problems.
Yeah. Do you think what is Calyrex? Calyrex is a deer. Okay, solved that problem. Let's move on to Gen 9.
Yeah, sound off in the comments about Calyrex.
It's a deer. I think I've convinced myself that's a deer. Deer riding a horse, by the way.
Oh, wow, okay. Like I said, I have not played the DLC of these games.
Mid-Tundra?
My experience with Calyrex is purely from the TCG with Shadow Rider Calyrex. I didn't realize there was a deer on the back of this horse. I thought you were insane when you said it was a deer. I'm gonna be honest.
That's crazy. That's so funny. This is like rolling down the windows levels of cultural erasure.
It truly, I mean, the trading card that I have seen, it's like that. It's a horse.
He doesn't have both of them?
Apparently he does, and I just chose not to see it. Like, I'm looking at it right now. The horse is front and center. The deer is like in the back. I got my deer in the back, as the
Couple horses in the back.
said.
Shout out to the goat.
Shout out to the goat. Love people that rap over Trent Reznor's beats. But
okay.
We gotta rein it in. We gotta pull on the reins. Like,
yeah. Let's talk about the last generation. And you know what? We have some cats in this gen. We've got
there are some cats in this gen.
We got a few.
Genuinely, we are back.
Yeah, Chen Pao. I don't know. It was
Chen Meow.
Chen Meow. Even.
It's true.
Okay, Sprigatito, sound off. Go.
Love Sprigatito. Sprigatito's a delightful cat. So cute. I love the little weed cat. It's, oh my god, it's so happy.
It's very cute.
It's full of joy. This is a cat I want to hug.
Yeah. And then it eventually gets the dark type, which is kind of another point in your favor.
It's true. I love the dark type. I like that it got the dark type. But we have a problem. It goes from a cat I want to hug to a cat that wants to hug me. And I just look, anyone that's like here for that, you're valid. You're fine. I don't hate you for it.
I don't hate you for it. It's crazy.
Well, it's I don't even begrudge you, okay?
No begrudgement.
It's hard for me to talk in not inflammatory words because I commit to the bit so often. But genuinely, I like the line. I do. I like Florigato. I like Meowscarada. I like them as Pokemon. But regular cat, they are not. Oh
yeah.
My god. I opened the Bulbapedia page, and you have to see this.
Please.
We have Sprigatito releasing aroma from its paws. This is adorable. Look at it pushing the ground to get the smell out.
That is pretty tough. I'm
having a good time looking at these pictures of Sprigatito.
It's almost too good of a design.
Genuinely.
It's almost too good to the point where I feel a little bit resentful. I'm like, I can't.
Whoa.
I can't.
You resent Sprigatito?
I've had some opportunities to use Sprigatito recently, like in Pokemon Lazarus, which I'm kind of very slowly playing through. It's one of the 9 starters, and I just take one look at a Sprigatito, and I'm like, that is a cat. That is a really good design. It's a beautiful cat.
It's so good.
And then I'm like, I can't take it. I don't.
I raise you its Pokédex entry of it frolicking.
Sure. And we can frolic together if only they brought back Pokemon Ami, so... But...
Oh my god, Pokemon Ami.
God.
Oh, bring back Pokemon Ami.
God.
Bring back the daycare.
Listener, check out our Pokemon Ami podcast episode.
Honestly,
I believe... Was that episode 14?
I think so. And then episode 8, our deep dive on the wonders of breeding. You know...
Not safe for work.
Well... It's true. Listen to it with headphones on. But just the Pokemon Ami going away, the daycare going away, picnics are not the same. I'm sorry. Like it's gosh, that's what a tangent. I don't mean to get so off topic, but
no.
Sprigatito's great. Florigato, Meowscarada, they're great. They're not normal cats.
They're not normal cats.
Right.
God, you've brainwashed me into your worldview. I'm just so... This is how I'm gonna judge all Pokemon now.
I don't
think I can love any Pokemon that aren't normal cats anymore.
With bated breath, I'm looking at the Winds and Waves releases, and every time I see a Pokemon, I go, that's not a normal cat.
That's not a normal cat.
I turn my TV off.
Get back in the studio, Toby Fox.
Right, genuinely. Toby, please, give me a cat. A normal one. Then we've got one more cat, one more definite cat.
Okay.
no
Two
argument
more
about
definite
this cat.
cats. Two more. Do not try me. Do not try me.
I'm on board with the definite cats.
It is 85 damn degrees here. I will kill you.
It's
Straight
85
up.
degrees? Oh my lord.
It is 85 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Feels hotter.
It's
85 degrees
here.
feels like Heatran. Okay. Do not talk Okay, no. As a matter of fact, let's talk about Dondozo first. Dondozo is a cat. Dondozo is an out and out cat.
Under the Whiscash rule, Dondozo, cat, delightful, beautiful, no notes, eats little fish. It's definitely a cat. I fear our listeners there might be backlash.
I don't care about our listeners.
Oh,
I don't care about them. I've had enough of this controlling behavior. I'm going crazy. I'm going...
It's okay. Don't lose it.
Okay, listener. If you think that Dondozo is not a cat, do not comment. Do not comment.
Don't comment. Emma, lose it.
Listen. My dad works at Nintendo, and I will make all of the Pokemon in Wind and Waves into Dondozo. So do not try me. Let's talk Qianpao.
Oh, that's a crazy threat.
We're talking about Qianpao now. This is done.
We are.
Let Qianpao go.
No more devil's advocate. Qianpao. It's a long cat. It's another big cat. It's another legendary cat. It's a beautiful cat. The coldest cat. Ice running through its veins. Oh, what a great trill. But I love it. I do. It's a fantastic design. I love the little swords for teeth.
Oh, wow.
It's so tough. This is a beautiful cat. But again, it's a big cat. This is an exotic cat. This is not a house cat. This is not a cat that you bring home to your child to pet. It will hurt. It would hurt a baby, I fear.
It would cut anyone.
Yeah. This is a Pokemon that would cut the chuz, as it were. But gosh, is it so hard? This is such a cool Pokemon.
It does.
I love these Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. These little locked away guys. This secreted away. Should have lore but have no lore guys.
I think you can hit the quartet name. Come on, get the quartet name.
Reach for it. What is the quartet name?
No Sarah being, no Pokemon D being.
Oh my lord, I'm trying. I'm thinking.
I believe in you. I'll give you a hint. They have a signature move. They all have a signature move that cuts the HP in half, and that move is in the quartet name.
That move's in the quartet name.
It is.
Oh my gosh, I'm being revealed to be a fake fan right now by my co-host.
Yeah, you can't be on here telling me about how much you love this quartet. Come on, produce the name.
I think it's beautiful, but produce the name. Produce
the name. Reach deep into those pockets.
You are name forbandsing me right now.
Yeah, I'm doing a money spread with all the names I know. Jeffrey.
True. Oh my god. I don't remember.
So they are the treasures of... Come on.
Ruin. The
Ruinous
treasures.
Thank you. $1 billion to my stunning co-host. $1 billion.
I love them, but I'm going to be honest. I finished Scarlet and Violet. I got these guys. I walked away. I went back to playing Pokemon Crystal. I'm hiding my head in the sand.
No,
I love them. I think they're fantastic. I really like the setup for the little guys. There's a lot of potential for lore there. I'm excited to see if they cover more of it in Winds and Waves. But I fear that they may have fumbled the ball a little bit by not including it in Scarlet and Violet.
I think you're absolutely right. I think we need some kind of some kind of concrete. I don't know. I would have taken a cave painting.
Yeah, a little cave painting, something more than just it's like 2 sentences in a book that's like, these sacred powers were sealed away from what they tried to do to the earth. And you're like, what did they do to the earth? Why are they sealed away? I just let them out. What's going to happen?
Yeah. I would have loved for them to show up in Z. I think ZA actually would have been an amazing place to have them show up.
I agree. I do agree.
They should show up in every game, actually. They're like the reason for every main plot happening, is my new headcanon that I've just developed. Yeah,
they're the reason
he's
for the
involved.
Season. They're the reason for the season. Honestly.
It's true.
I love Wo-Chien.
That's all the cats that we were able to find.
That's it. That's the last cat. And audience, we stretched for some of them, I think. I think that people might be upset a little bit. Our friends might even be upset, I fear.
I think we've done a little bit of bad mouthing in this episode.
Well, I guess I have had time to think about it. I'm going to forgive Caprio. I think that we should uncancel him. Shout out Caprio on Twitch and YouTube. Really doing the Lord's work with the Gen 4 playthrough.
That's true.
It's true. But
I think we can forgive him for, what he said in our last episode. It definitely came as a shock to me.
His guest spot was crazy.
I know. I cannot believe he said all that about God, was he talking about Aegislash?
I think so.
God.
It wasn't just Aegislash, but I don't want to think about it.
I guess we don't need to delve into that, because
look, I've forgiven him.
We're moving past it in 2026.
Yeah, 2026 we're going to be the bigger podcast.
Yeah. I guess, Warlock, I have a question for you.
Okay.
After letting all these cats into your home, do you feel happy?
I do love being surrounded by cats. It's much akin to being surrounded by beauty. But at the end of the day, I feel with all this representation, I'm somehow still unrepresented as a cat enjoyer, as someone who I want to see myself in a cat Pokemon, and it's not there.
Yeah. And I hate that for you.
It's
I thought
truly
going
tragic.
into this that I was able to produce this perfect cat Pokemon and make the perfect case for it. But you know what? I'm not very good at arguing, and I think I'm pretty cooperative by nature, and you've really convinced me.
I mean, you have helped. I've come around on Zubat. Zucat
is the new wave in 2026.
Zucat is the new. God forbid a Zubat get a little motion.
Right.
I think that it's really beautiful, and I don't know. Next time you see a Zubat, catch it. You should.
You should. And especially if you're in the gate. So, I guess all this to say, I think they should take a shot at making a cat Pokemon.
Famously, they should make a cat Pokemon.
They should. What are we doing here? I don't know.
It's a travesty, a crisis, honestly. Red alert at Gamefreak headquarters.
Yeah, crisis of non-infinite cats.
Honestly, Winds and Waves, deliver me a cute, normal, dare say, if I want to get greedy, give me a little witchy cat. Give me a cat that would hang out with a Miss Magius.
Oh yeah, isn't there a cat in the starter trio?
Was there a cat in the starter trio?
Yeah, isn't Brout a cat?
Is Brout a cat? I don't know. I think the jury's out on Brout. I fear that we need to see more. I need to see more of Brout.
You mean we need to seed more on Brout?
Oh, you're so right. Oh, my lord. Well, I think with that, it just leaves us with all we have left is Lillipup being little and brown, and that's the only solace I can find in Pokemon right now.
Yeah, there might not be normal cats, but there are normal dogs.
There are normal dogs, and until then, I think Houndoom will continue holding a very special spot in my heart.
Yeah, I mean, how could it not, really?
Honestly, but this has been a delightful time.
Oh my gosh. I think this might be the best episode yet.
Genuinely the best episode yet, but I fear that I see our audience reaching into their pack, digging for the escape rope, trying to get out of here. Where can our audience find you if they want more of VesperEm?
Well, if you'd like to find me anywhere, you can queue up the West Coast servers on Overwatch, and I will flame you. And also, if you're active on r/COD Zombies and you like the new gen games, I will say something deeply hurtful to you. And I'm sorry. That's just my nature. I feel like, I don't know, get more toxic in 2026. Get more toxic
better
in 2026.
Absolutely. Get more toxic in 2026.
Where can our listeners find you?
Well, if you're looking for me, you can find me on twitch.tv/AspiringWarlock. If you want to hear me and my insane takes on social media, it's warlock.moe on Blue Sky. But that's really it. Perhaps a YouTube channel in the future, but you can always find me here in the Oreburgh Gate.
All right, see ya, folks.
See ya. Thanks for listening. And remember, if you wanted a longer episode, you shouldn't have used an escape rope.